questions required.
What's up, my friends? This is Francisco Lindor.
This is Devin Williams.
This is Luke Weaver.
Bichette here. You're listening to the home of New York Mets baseball.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Don.
Give me a piece of wood. I'll eat it.
Hahn.
Peter, the most you sweat is at a buffet.
And Rosenberg.
I'll be honest, the one thing I miss about having an office is the taste of Steve Hart's nuts. This isn't North Dakota. This is New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
The best threesome I've ever heard.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Oh, as somebody would say, like you dream about. 301 in the big city, as Don LaGreca would say. He is not here today. Mental Health Day. We all deserve one.
God bless.
He gets one. You, Peter,
I'm in the
probably
opposite.
could use one too.
What's the opposite of a mental health day?
Well, a day.
Yeah, just
go
day.
to work.
But I'm hated by all today. We're moving right now.
So it's just another day. It's a day that ends in Y.
Yeah, exactly. I'm learning today's a good husbanding day. Like just
husbanding.
Yeah, like learning
husbandry.
Even now, after a grand total of let's see, 6 the first time. This is year 3 the second time. Mm-hmm. I've done like 9 years of marriage, something like that. But many more years of relationship. You'd think I'd know. There are certain times when you just got to suck it up and know that nothing you do is going to be right that day.
Yep.
And not fight it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying my best to not fight it. Now, we're in the middle of the move, and I worked both jobs today. In the morning show, we also had a guest. The great Rhea Ripley came in after our show. Oh. So we did that after the show. Then I ran home.
Drop! Yeah.
While I was home, I brought stuff to the new house, came back, picked up food for the movers, like just did my best to be active and helpful, and then left again. And I'm here now, of course, and I am going to Monday Night Raw tonight after the show, which probably isn't.
How's that going to sit?
I mean, I don't think she has any interest in seeing me.
Oh.
So, like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I going to do?
So you're staying away. Absence makes the heart grow fond.
Well, and it's an important, listen, showing I feel like when WWE is in town, at this stage, I don't usually get tickets. I did tonight. I don't usually. My podcast co-host, Stack Guy Greg, wanted to go, so I got us tickets. He's coming in from Philly. Mm-hmm. But I just go because I feel like if they're in New York, I want them to know Peter's always showing up at those shows. Yeah. I'm always there.
Yeah, you got to be there.
Because I'm a part-timer. So like I only show up at pay-per-views. So they only see me once a month. So when they come to New York, you're always going to see me.
To me, if they're in your city, you should just be there.
You got to be there. So
not the whole. You don't have to say the whole time, but just show face and then move on.
Yeah, everyone sees it. So I'm going to do my. Now, hopefully, Natalie. I think Natalie views it that way. She doesn't seem mad that I'm doing it. She sees it as like part of the job.
It is.
But she hates my guts. I mean, I'm going to be honest. We just got to get to Wednesday.
Yeah. And
then Wednesday's Passover. Oh. I'm off Wednesday. I'm doing Passover family stuff. So really got to get to Thursday. Mm-hmm. Let's get to Thursday.
Okay.
And then we'll survive.
Well, how about we get through Monday first?
Monday.
To
you and me. Hey, listen, I'll tell you what. Duke didn't make it to Monday.
No. That's what, and Dan Hurley said this. It's like that, the March Magic thing is when you only recognize it, like when you see it.
Yep.
It's not something that you can anticipate. It's not something you can like see from a distance. It just all of a sudden appears. And it wasn't the shot. The shot was the culmination of March Magic. It was the slow, steady, chop wood, carry water that UConn did to Duke in that second half that turned what felt like a game that was going away from UConn. UConn couldn't make a three, couldn't make a shot, struggled mightily. But I'll tell you what, man, like this is what you love about college basketball, especially the tournament, is you just get a game like that. And we've had a few of them.
Really, two classics in this tournament, right?
So far.
The Kentucky in the first round and this. These were the two classics.
And it's the grit part of it, that you watch the team that looks like they're down and out, but they will not let go of the rope. And that was UConn. That's coaching. That's Hurley. That's their culture. And that's what I loved about that second half because, look, there's a lot going on, as we know yesterday. And so when you see a team down 17 early in the second half, you're like, all right, let me just check in somewhere else and I'll keep an eye on the score. It's down 11, 8 to go, and you're thinking, I just don't think UConn's going to have enough firepower to win this game. But you keep checking in, and then when you get to single digits, and that was a slow drip. There wasn't a big run. Slow drip got you there, but that's now you're like, okay, something's going on here. I'm watching this. Duke's been known to blow leads. That's been their weakness. They only had 2 weaknesses, but they were both blown big leads. And so your thinking is, can this happen? Even the missed free throws by UConn. You're thinking like,
you're not getting it.
That's probably it. That's it. All you got to do is inbound the ball, and you got to foul them. Like, the game's over.
And do you realize that?
And how Duke couldn't. I felt like Duke was so casual down the stretch, and that they were put in a pressure situation, and their age showed.
It's crazy because Friday night, late in the game, when it started getting away from St. John's.
Oh God, that's amazing.
And you're looking at the offense lane. I'm going, they're just offensively not there. This is once the score.
They had one kid that was making threes.
But
he stopped playing.
Once that score started getting like normal, because it was obviously a good defensive half, the first half for St. John's.
Right.
Once Duke started scoring, I'm like, they can't trade baskets with Duke all night. That's not how this works.
Get stops.
It's either you grind it to a halt and make it ugly.
Right.
That's how you win. But late in that game, when they're down 5 with a minute to go, and it because of things that happened last night, that's why you watch the final minute of a Friday night and go, are we going to get magic? And of course, in the end, St. John's did not have the magic. Duke advances. But last night, I walked away from the game. I'm moving today, so a lot going on. We did all these trips back and forth yesterday, and then at night I have family in town because we have a serious family thing going on, and there was a family dinner I had to go to. So I saw the score on the TV as I walk out. I went, well, I missed nothing. And really, for what I have enjoyed this tournament so much more than I expected, and the only thing I felt was, well, it was great until the Elite Eight, and then the Elite Eight was really boring. Really not a lot on Saturday or Sunday. It wasn't a great set of games. And Duke's blowing out UConn by, and then I'm sitting at dinner, and I just start getting texts that say, Duke sucks. This is why Duke sucks. Duke sucks. And I'm like, uh-oh, something crazy must have happened. And that is...
Crazy happened.
I said to Alan, that is one of the greatest sounding swishes in the history of recorded basketball.
Mullins had a perfect form. And that was from the first S in Madness. He took that shot from there.
Oh, yeah. It's range.
That was very similar to, and it wasn't the exact same play, of course, but we're talking about distance, momentum of the Chris Jenkins shot for Villanova when they beat North Carolina. They beat that year.
Wait, which
Virginia?
one? Which one?
When Villanova won at the buzzer.
Was it
a
Virginia?
Shot that was hit.
Oh, yeah. You mean the one. The truest buzzer beater.
It was Virginia.
I think it was Virginia.
Yeah.
That's the truest buzzer beater at the end of a final.
Right? Because remember, Hunter hit the corner 3, and you're thinking, oh, my God, the game's over. There's no time left. And then Archie Diacono comes up the court, and they do the slingshot play, and then Jenkins, bang. And it's at the buzzer. That's insane.
Yeah.
And it was almost the same place. And this kid, and again, give the kid credit.
You want to hear it?
0 for 5.
0 for 4.
0 for 4 from 3
yeah.
until he knocks that one down, shoots it from the first S.
It's perfect.
And in his brain, he was like, I first saw 10 seconds on the clock, then I saw this seconds on the clock. In his head, he was already processing the moment. That's incredible for a freshman.
Also, it's such a great lesson. I love that he gave up the rock and then he got it back.
Yeah.
He gave it up, had confidence, got it right
back. He's like, he's making shots. Let me give it to him. And that dude's like, nope, you.
Let's hear what it sounded like on, this is UConn radio. Turn me up. My drops, please.
Now ahead to Caden Boozer, and a steal. Mullins gets it. It's Caravan to Mullins, long-range 3. Oh! It went in! Mullins delivers. Bedlam here.
They're going to go to the monitor to review it.
Absolute bedlam as Mullins threw a 45-footer in.
That was a LaGreca, Howard Dean-esque. Oh!
Was that the great Mike Crispino?
That's right.
Is that Crispy?
That's Crispy to you and me.
That's our guy Crispy.
That's our guy Crispy with the big call there.
Big moment.
It's interesting. Shouts to UConn Radio, great call, but they did not have the the rim mic'd well. You didn't get the swish there.
Swish. The TV mics have the swish.
The TV was gorgeous.
Do we have, is that Iron Eagle?
What I have is Duke Radio. You want to hear Duke Radio?
Oh, boy. Of course you do.
Give me my Duke Radio call.
Get it in. They do for Boozer. Bobbled it. Back for Starr. Needs to get rid of it. Does for Caden. 7 seconds. Try to throw it ahead. Deflected. Stolen by Connecticut. 2 seconds. It's Mullins up top for the win. Oh, he hit it. With 0.3 of a second to go. Malachi Smith ran off the bench. That should be a technical. But with 0.3 of a second to go, Connecticut has the lead, 73-72.
He just tried to say Malachi Smith ran off the bench. That should be a technical. They're not calling the technical on the celebration.
Malachi wasn't in the game?
Did he just run on the floor? Either way, nah, guys. That wasn't happening.
But how about when he goes, it goes in? It was so unceremonious.
Completely no-sold.
But I understand why. But yeah, we'll have to, I guess we can't play the CBS call.
I want to hear the CBS
call.
No,
well, can't we just, what if we isolate the swish
just
and
a swish.
no words?
Swish.
No.
Just a swish.
Nope.
No. You don't know it's from there.
They own the sound.
They own the swish?
They own swish now.
I'll pay the fine.
In a few days, we can steal the swish, right?
It's a 1/10 of a second. How much can they fine us?
No, we're
I'm not going to be the one to figure it out.
I'm going to play on my phone.
Do whatever you want.
Because you're right. It's the purest sound
ever. It's the purest sound ever.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. No, it's
I got to watch it again. And I got to see.
But it's one of those, again, like I said, it's one of those moments. How about, again, Hurley not calling timeout? How many times do we see in college basketball, there's a turnover. Coach, no time. Let's slow it all down. Let's drop a play. He's like, no, let it happen. Like I love the fact
Trusting his guys.
that he just trusted his guys, and his guys, they were mentally locked in. I mean, you're losing the game. You miss a free throw. Everything's going wrong. And yet you get the ball and no one panics. No one has to suddenly get their head right. They were all locked in. They never let go.
So I just pulled it up.
Really impressive.
I am yet to have watched the final 2 minutes. I've just seen the play.
Yeah.
So I'm now watching it. Duke's up 72-69, 22 seconds left, and UConn has the ball.
Right.
So they end up shooting free throws here?
Yes. Made one, missed one. Or missed one, made
one, which is why we get the inbound.
That's right.
Now, at what point, by the way, do you imagine, and there's the foul, at what point do you imagine they were going to foul after trying to steal the inbound? Were they not? I guess they were going to let them get to, because weren't they still going to try to foul if they didn't? UConn on the final
UConn
play.
was going to foul.
At that point, right?
But there was no, they couldn't, because I guess Cam Boozer got it inbound.
Yep.
Nobody came, when somebody came to him, he gave it to the inbounder, who then passed it to Caden Boozer. And he's the one that then, rather than go ahead and foul me, did like a bit of a panic. I got two guys wide open down the floor. If I just throw this over the top, the game's over. Like, that's one of those, just throw it into the ceiling. Throw it straight up in the air.
And you missed the first one. You're like, brutal. The game's basically over.
That's what it felt like.
10 full seconds on the inbounds.
Yeah. Yeah, it again, what could go wrong went wrong for Duke, and everything that could go right went right for UConn in that moment. But to get to that moment, other things had to happen before that, which is a testament to UConn and their guys just not letting go. It says a lot about them and the makeup that they have as a team. And you know what? All of us that were whining about the fact that St. John's got a 5 seed and UConn got the 2 seed, even though St. John's beat them twice, including in the Big East Championship. Now you kind of look at it and go, well, maybe UConn was a true 2 seed. Maybe that was correct. There's something different about that team. Because St. John's on Friday, while they did battle defensively, they couldn't solve a zone. This is the part, with all the great things that Pitino has done with that program. That felt like a coaching failure Friday. And why I say this is not because Rick Pitino's not a great coach. It's because his team was facing a zone and they couldn't figure it out. It completely stifled them. It's a zone. We're not talking about some intricate offense that you've never seen before. It was simply a zone. Zuby kept going to the free throw line, trying to make he couldn't make floaters. It was just a bad look. And the kid, Prey, he was 4 for 4 from 3. He's the reason why they were able to build the big lead that they had. All of a sudden, he's on the bench, never gets back up. I don't understand it. He leaves his only guy that's got 3-point success in this game. leaves him on the bench, and the kid sat in the first seat. And you saw the look on his face at timeouts. Guys are jumping up, high-fiving. He just got up. You could see it in his look. The look in this kid's face was, I should be out there helping my team, and I'm sitting here. And rather than stay down the bench, it was the players, then there was the coaching staff, and then there was one more seat. He sat in that seat, first one, as if he was waiting for Pitino to turn around and go get in the game.
My feeling,
I'm telling you that part, you got to question why didn't that kid get back in the game when they were playing zone.
Do you think it's possible that, and I really do sort of marvel at what Pitino has done and does, do you think it's possible that at this stage, Rick Pitino, until basically, as long as he has breath in his lungs, can get your program to be much better than it was and win a couple of rounds and be competitive in the tournament? But I don't know that he's putting together teams that have that next, that can go win a couple more.
That's a different story.
I don't know.
Here's why that's a different story. Because first of all, he got Providence to a Final Four. He obviously that's
a while ago.
It's like 4, but I'm saying he got 4 programs to a Final Four.
Yeah, we talked about it. It's an insane thing.
It's sweet.
3
to a Final Four, right? And he won a national championship, right, with Louisville. Now I know they took it away from him, but he still won it. But what we're talking about now in today's college basketball world, Mike Rapoli has been a big part of supporting St. John's basketball and making sure that there's money there to get good players. Problem is, he's one guy. Places like Duke, Kentucky, and all the SEC schools, Michigan, they got like 3 or 4 Mike Rapolis.
Right, who are willing to blow their hard-earned money on getting their alma mater basketball
That's what
players.
it's about. That's what I'm trying to do at LIU.
So you think
I'm trying to get somebody. We have a lot of really rich alums. I'm trying to get somebody to be a Mike Rapoli for LIU.
So
come on.
So that you think that's the bigger issue than the style of play, like the fact that maybe his style of play just wouldn't lead to a championship.
No, his style of play is exactly how you win a championship. Hard-nosed defense. Get after it. Defenders, tough kids.
It's just the players aren't talented.
It's just the offense, right? It's Peter. It was a zone. It was a zone. It wasn't anything intricate. It was just simply, we're going to bet they can't make threes. Because St. John's not a strong three-point shooting team. They've had good games where they make threes, but when they don't, it's a disaster. And that they bet on themselves to take the pain away. The whole game changed when they went to zone, and they struggled. And so it's, getting better players is always the challenge. And that's what he's got to do. But it's still okay to, question a couple of things without being disrespectful, of course, to Rick Pitino. But there is a reason, what's that kid doing on the bench? He was 4 for 4 from three-point range. Let him miss one first before you decide, I'm not going to play him. You needed somebody to be a zone buster. So that's what happened there. But St. John's never let go of the rope. They just didn't have enough. UConn had more. And maybe that's why they did get that 2 seed. Now the question, of course, is how far can they go? I mean, the matchup, Michigan and Arizona, everybody's saying in the Final Four, they're saying that's the championship game because those are the 2 best teams left, and that the Illinois-UConn game is sort of like, who gets to play to lose to whoever's going to win the other matchup. I would take that personal. You've got a little bit of that magic happening right now if you're UConn.
Absolutely. I mean, coming off of this.
Come on.
Well, and also,
you don't make a shot like that for nothing.
I might have to jump into top 5 action. I might have to jump into top 5.
What do you mean?
This makes me want to rank.
Greeny did it today.
But he did? Damn it. The greatest buzzer beaters of all time?
Well, the Leitner one was his number 1.
Of course.
Leitner against Kentucky,
it's hard to beat that one.
The Grant Hill.
But that
was also to go to the Final Four.
Yeah.
So the Chris Jenkins one for Villanova was
to win the whole thing.
Damn thing. I argue with them and I said, they just made a 3 to take the lead. They just made a shot that should have gutted you. And instead, you come up the floor, run a play you've run in practice all the time, slingshot.
Nail it.
Archie to Jenkins 3, bang, done, all go. Let's go home.
And it's over for the tournament.
That's it. One shining moment. Plays right after that goes down.
It is the
How is that not number 1?
It's nostalgia.
Really?
No. That's what I'm saying. You're correct. Greeny's basing it on nostalgia.
But and Seth Greenberg also said
it's nostalgia though.
That it's that shot meant. The icon. It was
they
iconic.
were teenagers then, right? That was seriously. I was 8 or I was 12. They were 22.
Yeah.
But when you really think about it, and I will say the Leitner being perfect from the floor,
he didn't miss a shot.
That's a sexy piece to add to it. But
Grant Hill with the pass.
But for the tournament, at the buzzer, for the tournament,
for it all.
Now, and they were down too. Was Villanova down after the bucket or was tied? I think it was tied after the bucket.
Are you sure?
We need to look. I think it was tied, and then Villanova won it with the game winner.
I thought Hunter hit the corner
because that would be the determining factor. Because the Duke was down one. Duke was down one, needed the two, right?
Fair point. Yes.
If that's the case, that's always the better buzzer beater.
Fair point.
That's why this was so money.
You went from
down
losing
to hit the three.
You could have lost if you missed versus going to overtime.
I just wish the .3 had run off the clock as it went through the net.
It was a tie game.
Tie game for Villanova. That's got to give it to Leitner.
Right. I see that one. Now, there's also Jalen Suggs beating UCLA in the Final Four on a buzzer beater. 3. Jumped up on the scores table. That whole thing for Gonzaga, that was a pretty big shot there, right?
I think Mario Chalmers over Memphis.
Kansas?
Yeah, Kansas over Memphis.
Yep.
But how far do you want to go back? Because you and I talked about it. That Nadav Hennefeld pass to Tate George at the buzzer was a absolute classic from 88. It was in the first round, but the year after Maryland won the tournament, and the following year they were down 2. Drew Nicholas running down the court hit a 3 at the buzzer, and of course there's Homer Drew calling up for his son Bryce Drew.
It was Bryce Drew, right, who hit that shot. That was a big upset for Valpo, and so
and that was a designed masterpiece.
Yes,
I mean one of the most beautifully designed buzzer beaters you'll ever see. But that was the first round.
Yeah, exactly. So those are some that are on the table. One that I wouldn't count was the famous, of course, NC State, where Lorenzo Charles. It was sort of the
putback.
It was like a catch and dunk off a shot that.
It's a great play, but
it's iconic. It won a championship, but yeah, so there's a lot that we can kick around. But
you know what's iconic?
What is?
You know what's tremendous?
What is?
Drop Man.
Oh yes, it is.
And I have a hunch we're going to bounce right back today with proper voting as we should. Is this the Elite Eight, Anthony?
No, we're still looking for the rest of the Sweet 16.
This is the last of the Sweet 16 to get to the Elite Eight. Here we go. I'm going to call them out. You guys play the drops. We start out in the Flub region. I think Allen has a very tough matchup. The 3 seed is in action.
Hot dog.
Up against the 11.
You think Jarek Jeter would have allowed this?
Who's Jarek Jeter?
Jarek.
Jarek Jeter versus Harbaugh.
Yeah. Tough in the Flub region today.
Wow.
Now, the Funny region, hell of a matchup. The 3 seed.
You're a filth bag. You're a sex-star filth bag.
Up against the 11.
If he was that bad.
Oh, man. Southern Allen in action.
Wow.
Well, now we go to the troubling region, and the troubling region doing what it does. The troubling region is troubling, folks. The 11 seed.
Before.
That is troubling.
Up against the 14.
I'm going to do it in my pants.
So you really have just troubling all over the place there.
It's troubling everywhere.
Oh, and a huge matchup. The matchup of the day. This is your 723 CBS vehicle.
And I know Zach Zarba. He was the crew chief. He's a Brooklyn guy. He used to call games at the Jewish Center on Eastern Parkway.
Up against?
No.
2 of our favorites.
Yeah, it's a big Spike Griffin matchup.
Yeah, that's a Hello Friends.
In the Nether region, that is a Hello Friends vehicle. And go vote right now. Here's the deal. You have to go onto our Twitter or X page, whatever you call it. You go on there. You go to DHR on ESPN, and you vote in each one. All right? Please do that right now so we can get proper winners and send them off to the Elite Eight.
All right, you'll be doing that. We'll find out who got all the different wins later on in the show. Coming up, more of the UConn conversation later on in the 4 o'clock hour. Malachi Smith's going to join us.
Oh, from UConn.
So
we
will see. There's a lot of things to ask him, including that play. What happened? What happened with we heard the Duke call with him running off the bench?
But it wasn't him running off the bench.
Of course it wasn't.
He was in the game.
Right, but shouldn't we play it for him? Have some fun.
Him getting stirred up.
And by the way, his head coach headbutted a referee.
I want to talk about that.
So much.
That was interesting.
There was a lot that happened, an iconic moment. So we will talk with the Bronx native. Will join us in the 4 o'clock hour. Of course, the Yankees get a sweep to start the season.
How about that?
They only give up 1 run. That's it. Going all the way now, Peter. That's it. I'm already ready already.
Let's go.
I'm already ready already. And the Yankees were off yesterday. A very rare Sunday off, but they resume play tonight in Seattle. Late game for them. And, of course, we have the Mets as well coming up after us. They're in St. Louis playing against the Cardinals. So, busy night tonight. You got WWE at the Garden.
That's right. Big Raw at the Garden.
We got Rangers Devils tomorrow. So, Don LaGreca, of course, will be on the call on that as well. But we have your calls at 800-919-3776 coming up. I failed to mention the Knicks. We do need to discuss what we saw last night in OKC. So, lots to get to on a Monday here on Don Hahn, Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News & World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
Hey fans, on Sunday, April 19th, when the Yankees take on the Royals, take your family out to the ballpark for the chance to receive a very special kids giveaway. It's Hershey Park Kids Ticket Giveaway Day. The first 10,000 kids, 14 and younger in attendance, will receive a Hershey Park Kids ticket, courtesy of Hershey Park. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com/tickets. That's the Yankees and Royals on Hershey Park Kids Ticket Giveaway Day, Sunday, April 19th. Visit Yankees.com/tickets today.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Gold and silver prices are soaring and near all-time highs. If you want to get cash in your hands for your old jewelry, now is the time. Get the most competitive prices at the Estates Roadshow. Old rings, chains, and even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. 3 locations this week: Staten Island, Old Bridge, and Toms River. Bring your gold, silver, coins, diamonds, and watches, even broken pieces, and get cash on the spot. There's never been a better time to sell. No appointments, no fees, no pressure. Just friendly professional buyers with over 35 years in the business. Go to the Estates Roadshow Monday through Friday in Staten Island at the Hilton Garden Inn, and Friday through Tuesday in Old Bridge at TMT Cash for Gold, the bright yellow building on Route 9 South, or TMT Cash for Gold in Toms River on Route 37, corner of Hooper Avenue, just off the Garden State. For more info, follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook or go to tmtcashforgold.com.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Hey there, guys. Good afternoon. We're going to start off in Jersey. Slow crawl on Route 3 westbound. It's a crash in the left lane right before 21 in Clifton. Delays there are starting to back up to the Turnpike Eastern Spur. Inbound George, not too bad of a ride, even with roadwork on both the upper and lower decks. It'll run you about 5 minutes. Looking good. Heading over to the outbound George on the West Side Highway in Henry Hudson. Cross Bronx westbound, bumper to bumper from White Plains Road on through. Outbound Lincoln and Holland tunnels are running about 5 to 10 minutes each. Just packed on the LIE eastbound, heading over to the Cross Island in Queens. Solid slowdowns there from Queens Boulevard. After that, some pockets of delays heading over to Willis Avenue in Nassau County. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit MAD.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Ellie here is getting the sleeve she's always dreamed of. She worked with Empower and planned for her next move, so she got good at money. Now she can be a little bad. Oh, by the way, you spelled journey wrong. No worries. She can afford the cover-up, too. Ooh, check out my tat. It says, invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering 25% off windows and doors or 0% APR for 72 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends March 31st, 2026.
Let's get some calls going here. 800-919-3776. There's a lot happening over the weekend. Again, everybody's now playing, so there's a lot to watch. Of course, the baseball just getting started. Yankees were impressive, especially the pitching to start. Now, we'll figure out, is it the pitching or the Giants not as good as we thought? That new manager is just taking heat already. Mets had a great Saturday, not so great finish on Sunday, but plenty more to get to on the baseball side of things. And, of course, March Madness, the UConn win, epic, iconic, all of it happening yesterday. And the Knicks in Oklahoma City last night get a loss as well. So lots more to get to with you. We got calls at 800-919-3776. And why not? UConn's biggest fan that we know, Griffin in Connecticut. Griff, you got a chance to win 2 national titles in the same year with the men's and women's team. Where are you right now?
I'm on cloud 9. The girls I knew were going to get there because I believe we have what it takes. We've been dominant all year. But the guys, on the other hand, it looked like we were out. But just to fight that we had and the will to come all the way back, I almost feel like being down in that situation that we were in most of all year. The game against Providence, we were down, but we never gave up. The game against Marquette, we lost, but we were down, but we never gave up. So I feel like maybe you can ask Malachi when you have him on. I feel like maybe being down in those games earlier this year helped us in this game where we're like, you know what, we have this. We just got to fight back slowly, and we can do this because we've done this all year. And I feel like that maybe helped us because Duke wasn't in that situation for most of the year. We've been in that situation, so I almost feel like that helped us. And having someone like Caravan that's been in the situation all of his career, and he's an icon up here, and I feel like it's just amazing to see what him hitting a big shot, and then Mullins, oh my God, 0 for 4 all game, or 0 for 5, I don't remember, and he just heaved it up, and I screamed so loud, I'm surprised you guys couldn't hear me from your house. That's how exciting it was. I was so pumped up. I couldn't believe what happened.
Congrats, my friend. We're happy for you. Now, how do you feel about your big matchup today in the tournament?
What, Peter? Spike has a really good drop, so I think Spike might pull that one out.
No question.
Because he's a really good drop.
What did you think? What did you think about what happened with Peter up against the Marco drop and Don tipping the scales the way he did?
Oh, we know. I love Don. I love Don. But we know once Don says something like that, Marco is going to get more favorited because people know Marco cares. Your daughter has no clue. Maya is not even 2 years old yet.
That's right.
So she had no clue. Marco knew. So I love Don. I'm not trying to hurt any feelings with Don. But once he did that, they're like, oh, we got to do a favor to Marco because Marco will be upset. Maya will not be upset because Maya doesn't really care. No.
Thank you for saying what needed to be said.
That is
LaDon James. Yeah, LaDon James. We know what LaDon James did.
That did happen last week. Griff, enjoy this. Thanks for the call as always. Speaking of drop madness, Drake in Poughkeepsie wants to chime in on that. Go ahead, Drake.
Yeah, guys, we all know Drop Madness is the best thing this show does, but I deleted Twitter over a decade ago, right? I mean, putting the voting of your most treasured pieces of artwork on Twitter, it's as if the great Dipperstein finally framed your 24/7 championship, and you're like, oh my goodness, I want to go see it. Where's it displayed? And he says, you're going to love it. It's in a decrepit porta-john under the Brooklyn Bridge. You're not going. You're not going to check it out. I'm sorry.
I didn't understand most of what you said.
Well, what he basically said is he doesn't have Twitter anymore. He can't vote.
Okay.
And he feels like that was a mistake because...
It's like hanging the Mona Lisa in an abandoned outhouse in Far Rockaway.
There it is. Abandoned.
The Mona Lisa in an abandoned house in Far Rockaway? I like flipping it like that, the Michael K-ism. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, Drake went on a run there of doing some really great like inside baseball show stuff. And I heard him reference my 24/7 that Dipperstein never had framed for me. So this guy's obviously a true rosebud.
Wait a second. Hang on. You don't have a framed photo of you winning?
No, not only that, I bought the title. I have the title before they stopped like selling it. I have a replica of the title.
Okay.
And my manager, who supposed to care about me, said, "Don't do anything. I'm going to get it taken care of."
Okay.
Never did it. It's been 5. We're going on 5 years.
5 years?
This is the
All right.
5-year anniversary.
All right. I hate to break it to you.
He doesn't care about me.
No, it's not going to happen.
No, it's over. I got to move on.
You're done waiting. He told you don't do anything.
Yeah.
Do something.
I need to find a framer who's because it needs to be like the title's framed, and then there's the picture next to it. Like
pictures,
that moment.
The picture's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing. And there's a fantastic photo.
Is there a great photo?
Oh yeah, WWE has there's an official great photo of. I can't remember. I think the best photo might have been a screenshot from the moment, not one of their official photos. But I went backstage and went to their photo people, and I took official photos with the title when I was champion too. So I have those too.
What do we do?
I know. How is that not? Because this goes back to the move situation.
There should be a wall.
We don't
in
have.
your house.
We don't have the house to have all the stuff. We don't have it.
Yeah.
And the frustrating part is I don't know when it's going to happen. And like I'm starting to be like I'm 46. I kind of want the place. Like we're not guaranteed to be on this earth forever. And my whole life I've been like one day I'll have a place. I'll have all my records. I'll have all my stuff. And we're sort of. I don't know. And I found this wonderful woman who gave me this wonderful child, and this wonderful woman really wants to stay in New York. And unless I become worth like $30 million, I just don't know whether I can pull off the kind of place that I'd have to pull off in New York to do it.
I'd still want to have it.
I know. Well, you're saying
to
it's
have
correct. I know. Even if it's not in the right place yet.
5 years.
I know. I think. Can you check for them? Check for that, Anthony. Can you check that for me? I believe I won the 24/7 championship at the end of January in 2021, which would make this the 5-year. This year is the 5-year anniversary, which is, by the way, back to Alan's philosophy. COVID the time didn't happen.
I told you.
It's just insane. That can't be 5 years ago.
60 seconds is now 30 seconds.
I know that's the case because that's when I started on K. And the first day of K. Andrew yelled at Don about the Eagles throwing the game that cost the Giants the chance at the top.
I know it already. You don't have to yell at me.
And R-Truth went into your hotel room.
That's your first day?
Oh, yeah, my first day.
Well,
hit the ground running.
You won it on Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
That was January 31st, 2021.
2021. So this is the 5-year anniversary as we live and breathe in the year of our Lord. So, wow, what a day for you, Anthony, because that day was crazy. We had to do the taping with WWE and Yes earlier, right?
Yes. No, we didn't. That was live. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was live.
Because Yes was there live when it happened.
That was so much work. I can't even believe I got Michael on board with it. I'm surprised Michael at some point and Yes wasn't like, you know what? Enough with the phony baloney wrestling. I'm so shocked he didn't give up because it required us like, we had to do the thing where I'm losing the title to R-Truth, but we had to like set it up in a way that it would work on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
So it required some...
I recall the moment.
Yes, it required some work.
People had to be invested.
And so we somehow got it done. I'm thankful that Michael didn't pull it's not low, it's low. But he didn't. He let us play our
Ranger. He didn't
game.
you at all. He just played along, which is what a good teammate does.
That's what a good teammate does.
That's what it's about.
And with Michael, you get good teammate. He does the thing he's supposed to do. He then just complains about it to you for the rest of your life or insults you about it.
He had to be a part of it.
But no, in that case, he was actually pretty into it. I think he had a lot of fun with that.
Why wouldn't you?
You know, some people.
It's a cool moment.
Some people. I don't know if you know this. There have been afternoon drive sports talk hosts in the city who take themselves rather seriously.
No,
I don't know if you're aware.
No idea.
Meanwhile, Michael Kay with one of the great commercials of all time. Enjoyed seeing it this weekend. Also I haven't seen yours yet. I saw a fantastic Monica McNutt Gotham app commercial this weekend.
Mine allegedly ran during the Devils game yesterday.
Oh, they're putting you on the.
I saw it on the Rangers.
You saw it on the Rangers, bro?
They're only running Allen's on hockey games.
Yeah, I only get hockey.
I saw Monica's during a Knick game. I think Allen gets run during the hockey. You know what?
That's where I'll see it.
At least I'm in the rotation.
There you go.
That's all you can ask for.
No, but it was a very cool looking spot, the Monica one. Like it looked big time.
They got her on the court.
Yeah,
right?
she's walking on the court, then she sits down, and
I can't do any of that stuff because I'm wasting time with you guys before games.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They had to get me to do mine after the pregame show.
No, that's not right.
In the studio the other night.
No, it doesn't hit the same.
It doesn't.
That's why
But we did what we could.
That's why they're going to put you on the Ocho. Those commercials were on the Ocho.
Like I said, as long as I'm in the rotation.
That's all you need, baby. As long as the check clears.
Let's go to Kevin in Plainfield. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, guys. How you doing? Alan, it's a pleasure to talk with you. You are my inspiration when it comes to the Knicks, man. I just want you to know that.
That's
I appreciate it, although I would hope you'd aim higher for inspiration, like, Jalen Brunson.
This guy, Jalen Brunson's on his way.
He's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, let me rephrase that. As a Knicks fan, you you speak for us. That's what I'll say. That. Let's just say that.
That's nice. I like that.
I like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jalen Brunson. Yeah, he's my number one and everything. But I had a lot of thoughts, but the main thought that I have with this team is we are not going to win a championship if we do not get Karl Anthony Towns the ball. There were so many times last night that we could have gotten it to him and he could have, taken advantage of, the matchups.
Yeah. They're putting small players on him.
And okay, so now I'm going to ask you this, Alan. Well, two questions fold. Number one, with beat writers, whether it's the Knicks or whoever, do these beat writers have the authority to ask coaches anything?
Of course.
Off the bat.
Yeah.
Okay. So me as a beat writer, if I was for the Knicks, I would ask Mike Brown, why aren't you emphasizing giving the ball to Karl Anthony Towns? Because this is a dude, this is a guy, he yes, he doesn't have the voice or the willpower. No, I won't say willpower. The voice to be like a Patrick Ewing or a Shaquille or all these other guys, to demanding the ball. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you think that's the coach's job to make sure to, as your number two player, to make sure that he's involved as much as he can? Because obviously, what the plan that Mike Brown is doing now, through all this year, it works to an extent, but it hasn't worked when it's involving Karl Anthony Towns. And last night, I'm sorry, other than Hartenstein, I don't think there's anyone on that Oklahoma City Thunder team that can handle Karl Anthony Towns down low, or even as one of the best big men to shoot at shooting. I don't think there's anyone on that Oklahoma City team that can handle him. And it's just frustrating. We could have won that game. We were in that game until the last few minutes of the fourth quarter, and we just gave it up because we went away from going to Towns, and it seems like it's a recurring theme. So that is my I guess soliloquy, whatever you want to call it. That is my biggest.
Your frustration. This is your biggest frustration
with the team. Throughout the whole.
I get it.
The whole year.
Yeah.
And it's wrong. So again, I'm going to ask Why can't beat reporters ask Mike Brown that question?
Well, I'll tell you what, Kevin, it's a good question. I will answer it on the other side because there is an answer. It has been asked. We'll discuss it coming up. More of your calls, 800-919-3776. Don Hahn, Rosenberg, ESPN, New York.
Tonight on SNY, Francisco Lindor and the Mets head west to open their series against the Cardinals in St. Louis. Coverage begins with Mets pregame tonight at 7 p.m. on SNY and streaming live on the MLB app.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and 0 calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, all the flavor, none of the alcohol.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and 0 calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Join DiPietro and Rothenberg Thursday, April 23rd for a special couch cast of Round 1 of the NFL Draft. Presented by Calandra's Bakery. The Jets and Giants have 3 picks in the top 16, and Rick and Dave will react live as the first round unfolds. From the big decisions to the big-time drama. Catch it all in this YouTube-only exclusive, and it's all from Calandra's Bakery and your home for football talk. ESPN New York.
You remember what it feels like to move without thinking about pain? To get up, sit up, walk, work, or live without that constant ache? If neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica took that away from you, it's time to get it back. I'm Bart Scott. Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is the guy you need. Ivy League trained, double board certified, no surgery, no scars, no long recovery, just precise, image-guided, non-surgical treatments designed to get you feeling strong again. With offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, and most major insurances are accepted, there is no reason to wait. Go to SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think.
All right, so the question from the caller before was in regards to Karl Anthony Towns and his frustration with not just Towns' inconsistency in the offense. We saw it. First half, he wasn't even part of the game. First half in Charlotte wasn't even part of the game. Like a lot of things that happen, he'll have a good game, but then he can get lost easily in other games. And the caller asked, like, don't the beat writers ask questions? Yes, they do. And in fact, I remember Mike Brown being asked about Towns and how to get him more involved. And Brown has talked about things we're asking of him. In the first half of the season, Brown kept saying he's got to learn what we want from him, what we're asking from him. He's got the biggest challenge because when he plays the 5, he's got to do this. When he plays the 4, he's got to learn this. Like he kept saying that it was a process that he had to learn. And all Towns keeps saying, in fact, he said it last night. That's the part that got me. Last night on the NBC broadcast, he said I literally just had it here. Now, of course,
he said it in an interview?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking with the sideline reporter. Again, it's all right here.
Go ahead.
On my phone.
Yeah.
And now it's gone.
Oh, come on, man.
Like,
do better.
Like, I try to do better.
For God's sake.
So it was Zora Stevenson, who's the sideline reporter.
Okay.
And it was before the game. And, she was asking about him and his role in the offense. And since All-Star break, his numbers are good and our things really starting to come around. He said, I'm still trying to figure out where I could impact our team and winning the most. There's like 7 games left in the season, Peter. Still trying to figure it out. That's alarming. But Mike Brown has said we've changed things for him to make him more comfortable. We've taken some things away that he wasn't comfortable doing. We've put him back into spots where he was comfortable. Like, they've essentially scrapped what they were planning on doing and just said, okay, we'll just play it the way you want to play. And yet there's still a disconnect. So the questions are being asked. I don't know if anybody likes the answers. Nobody likes the results. And I think this is part of the reason why a Knicks team that certainly has enough talent, I think, to be a contender, and the stats and their record tell you that they're up there with the best teams in the league. But when you see them on that stage, like, do they look like they can go to a gear like OKC can? Do they look like they can go to a gear? I mean, they've done well against Boston earlier in the season, but there's gears that these other teams go to. And the Knicks, like last night, were hanging in because they were being scrappy and they were just gritty. But you just felt like in any moment, OKC is just going to go on a little mini run, game over. And that's what Shea did. He just all of a sudden just had a couple of buckets, and you just knew, all right, well, that's it. Game's over. And Towns, like Brunson had 30. Brunson was Brunson. But you don't win at that level with one dude. You got to have 2. You got to have a supporting cast, but you got to have that other guy that when the defense is focused on Brunson, that other guy goes one-on-one and destroys people. And he just hasn't had that this year, and something's missing, something's not connecting, and it could be what holds them back from reaching the finals, reaching the conference finals.
Cat took 9 shots.
That's not enough.
It's not enough shots.
Well, how many in the second half? Because I don't think he took more than 1 or 2 in the first half.
The second most, for as far as shot output goes.
Yeah.
Brunson took 22. The next most was Bridges with 11, who shot well yesterday.
Early on, Bridges was very good, yeah.
He was 6 for 11.
Yeah.
And Alvarado shot the ball 10 times.
Yeah,
but Cat's 5 for 9 now.
But how about this?
Can you give me 10 for 18?
Well, he had 17 rebounds, right? 17 rebounds?
Yeah, 18.
So he did that. It's not that the guy's not trying or checked out.
No.
It's just when he's got Caruso on him, who's 6'5", and he's 7 feet, and you just can't get on the ball? I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
It is very hard to pinpoint.
Small people.
And to your point, it's not an effort issue. It's not like he's not locked in. It's hard to kind of figure out, man.
Like I said, it is the biggest question about this team and the biggest concern I have about what they can be going forward. Because how do you win at that level? How could you possibly have the audacity to think you could beat a team like the Thunder in a 7-game series if you can't figure out how to get him to dominate? Because, yes, Chet's good and Hartenstein's good. They're not him. Like, they're not him when he's going. And That's Mike Brown to figure out somehow, some way. But it sounds like he's trying everything, including scrapping everything and finding where do you want the ball? Where do you like the ball? What do you want? Like, how do you want to do it? Okay, we'll do it your way. We'll make you happy. And it's still night in and night out not happening. Against Charlotte, he took, I think in the first half, he barely touched the ball against Charlotte. And their offense was struggling against Charlotte. And then when he finally started getting the ball, they have nobody big enough to deal with him. But it wasn't enough. So when you ask the question, that's the answer. They have tried everything this year. But he just never seems comfortable and never seems happy. And all he keeps saying was, I'm just trying to figure out what I need to do to help this team win. I'm just trying to figure it out. We've got less than 10 games to go, less than 2 weeks to go in the season. It's getting late to figure it out. Mike Brown last night on the loss in OKC.
They have a system. They do a great job exploiting it the right way in their favor. And so I take my hat off to them. But you can't help them out. And we help them out, I know, a handful of times. I'm thinking I vividly see a few plays where he drives and we just stick our hands in because we're not ready to play, or we think we're going to get a steal instead of just making them take a tough shot. But obviously, if you go on the road and you get, hammered from the free throw line 38-17, that's more than double. They had one player alone take as many free throws as us. And so if you get hammered doing that, you got to be really good in other areas.
That one player alone that Mike Brown's talking about is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 16 free throw attempts.
Yeah.
The Knicks had 17. And Mike went into the game talking about the way Shai manipulates defenses to draw fouls and how they have to be careful with it. I thought Josh Hart played his ass off trying to slow him down and not foul. They had him. He was shooting poorly. He had a bad shooting night. But it's amazing that, again, in winning time, he knew exactly what to do. He drew some fouls, and then he started getting his points from the free throw line, and the Knicks got more and more frustrated. And Mike Brown got a tech. His only other tech this season was also against the Thunder the last time he saw them. But how about this? He's the first player, this is SGA, the first player in NBA history to record the following numbers in a 2-game span. 28 or more free throw attempts, shooting under 10% three-pointers, and on 12-plus attempts, and played under 70 minutes. 28 free throw attempts.
That's an insane number.
Like the foul baiting and all that stuff. And
how much of it is just him being good at it, though?
He's just good.
Right?
James Harden did this stuff, too. You had to just be careful. He shows you the ball. It's like a magic trick.
Right.
Now you see it, now you don't. But when he shows you the ball and you think swipe, and then he just turns his hand, now you hit his wrist. Free throw. He drives to the basket, and it's like drive into the chest, make you backpedal, get you, and then you just run right over him.
And people can get mad about it, and you have every right to say it's not your cup of tea, but what you can't call it is illegal. That's playing within the rules to make the rules work for you is what great players do. The level to which they do it, listen, so I used to always hear this about Sid.
Yeah.
Sid drew a lot of penalties as a young player with the Penguins, of course.
Yep.
And he got protected a lot, of course.
Yep.
And people can hate on it all they want. You have to be better.
They say manipulating the rules, but it's just understanding them and how to use them to your advantage. Again, it's something James Harden did all the time. Jalen Brunson was accused of this as well.
That's a great point.
Right?
You really can't get mad if you're a Knicks fan.
But if this is the reality and you know what you're playing and you know what you're dealing with, there's something the Knicks struggle to do that is also a bit of a frustration with them. And it came out last night again. We'll discuss that. Your calls at 800-919-3776. Mets and Yankees, of course, the season underway. Got to get into that. An NFL binge.
Oh, like you dream about.
Yes, bottom of the hour. That's coming up. A lot of news there. We hear from John Harbaugh.
Votes way up on Drop Madness.
Love that.
Yeah, something weird happened Friday.
It's Friday.
No, but it wasn't. I mean, like.
You think it was something else?
Like a technical.
Difficulty?
Yeah, like for example, this morning on our live show on Ebro Laura Rosenberg, I know how. It said we had 4 people watching. Right?
Yeah,
the comments are all the same, and on the back end, you can see it's thousands of people.
Right.
But it said 4. Sometimes the internet does weird things, guys.
You think?
So we were not. I'm seeing so far, it looks like things are up. So far, a commanding lead for Griffin on Spike's Zach Zarba.
Really?
Anthony's weird sound is up big on Don's.
I feel like that's going to be a sneaky one.
All right, we'll talk more.
All that and more coming up 4 o'clock hour. Don Hahn, Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Baseball fans, FanDuel is giving you a chance to call your shot with daily dingers. Joining the action is easy. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game. And if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. It's just another reason why FanDuel is home of the home run. Here in New York, a lot of people will have all eyes on Aaron Judge. But what about big playoff G Giancarlo Stanton? Head over to FanDuel.com/local to opt in for daily dingers and make your free pick on who's hitting a home run. Joining the action is easy. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game. And if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. FanDuel, an official partner of the MLB. 21 and over in Fisley Present, New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com for help with a gambling problem. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets. So go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Hey fans, come on to Yankee Stadium on Friday, April 17th when the Yankees host the Royals and be ready to receive a Yankees promotional giveaway that has become a fan favorite. It's Yankees Hockey Jersey Night, presented by StubHub. The first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a Yankees hockey jersey. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com/tickets. Again, don't miss the Yankees and Royals for Yankees Hockey Jersey Night, presented by StubHub on Friday, April 17th. Visit Yankees.com/tickets today.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Bundling your home and auto with Progressive could help you save without sacrificing quality. It's the smart thing to do. And as a hockey fan, you always know the smart thing to do.
Shoot the puck!
And you let the players know it.
Shoot the puck!
All game.
Shoot it! Come on, shoot!
And sometimes even after.
Man, rough game, huh? Yeah, they should have shot the puck.
So bundle your home and auto with Progressive. It's the smart thing to do. But you already knew that. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, this is Mika's Binge.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
.403 in the big city with Peter Rosenberg. I'm Alan Hahn. Don LaGreca off today. Be back with us tomorrow. Rangers Devils tilt one more time in the regular season at the Garden tomorrow night.
I think this is finally the one Don's calling, right? This is the first one.
Oh, that's a good point. Because they've all been national?
Yeah, because Don and Kenny talked about that. Remember that they wouldn't see each other.
Yeah, that's right.
To the end of the year. So we're finally going to get it.
So yesterday, among all the things that were going on yesterday, was the annual 52nd annual FDNY versus NYP hockey game at UBS.
Oh, yeah, you brought this up, yeah.
Line brawl. Hilarious.
I got to see.
Just like the highlights from this thing. It was a 3-2 game. It was actually a great, like an entertaining game as far as close game. PD wins. I think they hadn't won in a while, so it's a big deal for them to get a dub. But like just old school 70s Broad Street Bullies hockey.
And what followed was an incredible 3-minute-long bench-clearing brawl.
Oh, that was after the final buzzer. Like, here's the thing. Who breaks up a fight when there's already cops on the ice? Like, imagine officiating this game. Well, what do you do? It's unreal. So, like, but there's a lot of just, it's such a huge rivalry, great passion between them.
How good are the players who play?
Pretty good. They got a couple of guys that played like maybe college or, like played a little bit. So you get some guys that are really good, and then the rest is, beer league guys that just can skate, can play, but a lot of them ready to drop the gloves at any moment. So it's quite an atmosphere.
What a crazy thing.
Callie went with her with her friends, the Fantastic Four. They all went because one of the dads was a detective, so he took them, right? And the fights start, and the girls are just like screaming. They love it, going crazy. This is awesome. Like family entertainment.
Most of this fight, I'm watching it.
Yeah. Oh, it's
most
a lot
of it's for show.
Of course, it's a lot of that.
And then there's a couple people who are really getting into it. Most everyone's standing around, like a real fight.
You know what it's about, right? There's some guys even laughing because they know each other, but there's those guys who are just hair trigger ready to go. And as long as there's one of those guys on both sides,
that's all you need.
It's all you need. Everybody else pairs up. Maybe one or two guys decide to throw. Maybe somebody just knows, like, the boys want to see me get into one. So, you tell another guy, like, you want to go because if I don't, my guys are going to be killing me if they're not getting into a fight today. All right, let's go. It's stuff like that. But I just laugh because it's like, who's policing the police out here? But even like the referees just stood there just going like, oh, my God. Like, I'm breaking this up. Just go until he gets tired. First guy that throws up, you get the penalty.
Right.
800-919-3776. NFL Binge, bottom of the hour. The latest mock and where Ty Simpson might go. And where I saw on this one, Peter, I like it.
What do you mean?
I like it.
Where did you see him?
Not going to say it until we get to the Binge.
The Binge?
Yeah.
Saving it for Binge O'Clock?
Binge O'Clock, which is, of course, 4:30. Also hear from John Harbaugh as well.
Harbaugh.
How are we doing, by the way? How's Harbaugh doing against Jarek Jeter?
It's close.
Close?
Harbaugh and Jarek Jeter. Close matchup.
All right. I just want to be in the game. Never know. Could have a UConn finish.
There are a couple of close ones early on that surprised me. Harbaugh's up 5 on Jarek Jeter. I'm surprised Jarek Jeter's hanging that tough.
Yep.
Now, here's the one that upsets me. Anthony, filth bag from Don, which is a good drop.
Yep.
Is up 51.8 to 48.2 over Southern Allen.
That's tight.
Very tight. Now,
I didn't think Southern Allen was that good.
It's so classic.
It's not that bad.
You didn't think it was that good, but you knew it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
But yeah, so Don's.
All right.
You're a sex star filth bag is pretty great. It's kind of underrated great.
Just because the way he delivers it.
But I'll tell you what, Anthony's troubling sound, it's up big.
I have a feeling just to embarrass him, people are going to make it win.
By the way, Anthony could die. Anthony, how many of your drops are left for the Final Four? I mean, potentially still.
I'm not sure.
Is it just You Suck, Pusick, and your weird
I
sound?
love that one. That's my favorite one.
What about, is Hey Guy still alive?
No, I think that lost last week.
Hey Guy's lost. Okay.
Yeah, it's too bad, too. Zesty Anthony?
Zesty Anthony's out.
That was a good
one. But
one.
You Suck, Pusick, ironically, still in business.
That should win.
Who didn't win last night were the Knicks. We're talking about them right now. And as I mentioned, something happened last night that seems to be an occurring issue with this team. It's nothing new to this year, of course, because it's something that this group tends to be doing for the last couple of years, and that is complaining. Referees about fouls. You went into the game knowing the Thunder. Let me just make this clear. The Thunder are one of these teams they are maddening to play against.
Oh, yeah.
They get every call, and they complain about the few they don't. Like, they're that team that you're like, really, dude? Really? You're going to complain.
I know.
About not getting – you're going to complain about being called for a foul.
Are they the Duke of the NBA?
You know, they're very Duke-ish. Are they
the Duke of the NBA? They kind of are.
They're kind of becoming that, right?
Like
where they're really good and you got to just tip your cap. Yeah,
by the way, like SGA and Chet Holmgren, like there's a lot of
nozzle.
Not nozzle, but like I know Chet's a Gonzaga guy, but you can't picture him at Duke also.
Yeah, he gives Duke.
And SGA's Canadian, right?
Yeah. What does that mean?
Could be Duke.
Could be both
blue, red. You get the idea.
No.
Whatever. It's fine.
Blue.
My point is, it's fine.
It's not. It's not though.
SGA is not your typical cool NBA point guard. He's got a different kind of tude because he's Canadian.
Right.
And what I'm saying is I could see that meshing into Dukeness is what I'm saying.
Dukeness.
But a lot of fouls and a lot of complaining feels very Duke.
They are that team that is easy to hate when you're not a fan. If you're a fan of them, you love them. Of course you do.
That's 18,000 people. It's the people there every night. That's who love. I mean, I do. I wonder how big their overall base is.
I don't know, but they're becoming that team that it's just you have to be perfect against them, but they are very frustrating. So you know already, SGA gets calls, and if he's not shooting well, he will go into martial arts mode where he's just he just all of a sudden his arms are moving and like
he's going to the stripe is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm going to get to the free throw line come hell or high water.
Well, he only had hold on.
Like that's what he starts to do.
Before you cast aspersions, he was only 13 for 16 from the stripe last.
Only 16.
Just a little 16er.
That's all he had. Only 28 free throws in the last 2 games. But you got to tip your cap because he's really good at it. So,
and you know what a gift it is? This is rarefied air, though. I dare you to name the player who has that skill set, meaning they're struggling to score in other ways, and they find a way to grab 10 or 15 or 20 points from the line. You're talking about, when you think about the guys who do that, they're all some of the greatest players who ever lived.
Yeah.
That's who does it.
It's understanding the game and be able to control it because the game is played at your pace. You don't play at the game's pace.
So my shots aren't falling. Cool.
All right. What else can I
got
do?
to adjust.
Yeah.
You're going to foul me.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
What else can I do? All right. I got this guy guarding me. Oh, yeah. I'll get him.
That'll be a fun.
Richard,
Spike, whoever's out there, who is the player you can think of who wasn't a great player but was able to dictate tons of free throws? Because I tend to think
Dantley.
But he was a pretty great player.
But
he was an all-star. That's a really great player.
He drew fouls. Like, it was maddening how you couldn't help but foul him. Like, he just had a way where you're like, again? Like, the guy lived at the free throw line.
But again, is Dantley a Hall of Famer?
I don't think so.
He'd be borderline, I would think.
Yeah, he'd be
really good player.
He's one of the good.
He's a Hall of Famer.
He didn't make the Hall of Fame.
He's a Hall of Famer.
He's a great scorer.
That's AD to you and me.
But there's a guy that in history that you could think of that could just get free throws, and that would be half of his scoring every night. It's an easy way to get to 20.
But there, obviously, we also he didn't do it. SGA it's becoming like a real part of his game. But guys, you saw Kobe had nights like that. Jordan had nights like that. Steph has nights like that. The guys who these
just
true
know how to
scorers, they know how to do it.
Keep you off balance. That's what he does. So, but the Knicks, their penchant is when this is happening against them, they don't stop with the officials. Towns got called for. They reviewed it. He got called because his hand went down, hit Chet in the face, and they called him for the offensive foul, taking away what would have been a foul because he got mugged. And he's just so he's complaining because every time he goes to the basket, he screams foul because he is played physically. You get it. Like, Hart spends a lot of time talking to the officials. You get that bench talking to the officials. Brown never had a tech until this month.
Wow.
And the first tech he had was against the Thunder at the Garden when he ran out on the court and got in the ref's face because he felt like what you're calling for that guy, you're not calling for my guy, meaning Brunson. And then in this game, same thing. He ran onto the court, got in the ref's face again, and just said, what you just called, you didn't call down here. And he's trying to make the case that you're falling for this guy's tricks, and it's happening to us, but you're not seeing it on this end. And so that's twice now he's gotten a tech, and both games were against the Thunder. After the game, he admitted that part of the Knicks problem was focusing so much on the officiating.
We spent so much energy worrying about the officials. We had more turnovers than them. They had more points off our turnovers. They had more fast break points. And they had more second chance points. And the officials had nothing to do with that. That's us boxing out. That's us getting back in transition. That's us taking care of the basketball. Those are things that you have to do on the road versus a really good team if you want to win.
So he's admitting it, right? But this is also him talking about what makes the Thunder so difficult to defend.
His ability to control his body. His body control is amazing. Not only that, he knows when to attack, how to attack, and who to attack. And then he still has the awareness of where everybody is on the floor. When he goes into his shot, he does a fantastic job of contorting his body. And if he feels any contact at all, he knows how to twitch his body or whatever it's the gamesmanship to get the call. So I take my hat off to him.
Does that sound like a compliment or a backhanded compliment?
Backhanded, I would say. What do you think? Fully backhand?
I mean, he's giving him credit, but yet also pointing out how he does things to fool the officiating.
But that's what everyone. This has been so
You ever remember this as a
SGA
conversation
talk.
up until maybe the last 10 years? The manipulation of officiating. I mean, there's always been players, because flopping wasn't a thing until about 10 years ago. Then it became rampant.
Right.
And that was maybe 15, because that was a lot of like the Ginobili stuff. And then other people started doing it. And then some of the stars started doing it. Remember LeBron was doing it for a while, which was embarrassing. He earned that nickname, La Flop.
Not a great one.
And then he realized, I don't want this as my legacy, so he stopped doing it. But it was a thing for a while. And now it's not as much, but what it's become, though, is learning how to fool the officials. And they keep changing rules as they go when they find out, okay, this guy's doing this and he's fooling officials, we got to take it away, which is why Harden doesn't get all the calls he used to get. Brunson doesn't get all the calls he used to get. And now it's like SGA's been an MVP. He might win 2 in a row here. And I'm wondering, will the league watch this and say, okay, we've got to stop this? Tell me that that's fun to watch versus Victor Wembanyama, who's, I think, a show. He's fun to watch. Is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander fun to watch?
I don't love watching him play the way I love, some of the other most exciting players in the game.
Jaylen Brown, that's your guy. Fun to watch him play.
Yeah.
Plays so hard, physical, both ends,
and
competitive.
The way his style of offense is just fun.
Yeah.
Can do a lot of different things.
And not to say every night he's great. Everybody has an off night, but when he's on, fun. Shai is like just snakes around and like it's like you can't take away the talent, but there's just something about it. Are you like watching it with like your jaw drop, like what a breathtaking player?
No, when you look at the top of the scoring leaders in the league,
Luka, breathtaking.
So
his shot making is ridiculous.
Luka's a lot of fun.
Now he's a flopper a bit too.
He is,
and he complains
and a whiner
too much.
But in all fairness, he's European. It's built in.
It's
part of the game. No, come on, this.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
That's
again.
That's what the real Euro step is.
Flopping was introduced into the league when there's a lot more international players were in the league.
Which soccer culture, right?
Yeah,
not surprising.
Not surprising.
Luka. So the top 5 are Luka, SGA, and Edwards. Of course,
he's breathtaking.
He's
oh my God,
as fun as anyone to watch. Tyrese Maxey,
fast as hell. He's fun to watch.
And Jaylen Brown. Those are your top 5 players in the league right now, offensively.
See, like it's not like people think, oh, you just hate on him and all that stuff, and I just keep shaking my head. Like this is not hate. It's 25 years of watching basketball at the professional level. It's what I've done. Like I've seen players.
I'm trying to think of the last
certain players that you're like, yeah, he's got a ton of skill and he's really good, but do I want to pay to watch him play?
I'm trying to think.
I can name I can name many players ahead of him that I would rather pay to watch play. Now, can you win a championship with him? Proven. Yes, you can. So you can't take that away from him. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. But it's
no question.
It doesn't mean that what he's doing is great for the game. Right?
Well, I guess it's about the influence. If it ends up being that it leads to a lot more players who do this in particular. But remember, I've said this before, and I think you weren't. I don't think you disagreed with me. As much as I love him, I don't think Steph has been good for the game.
Well, we know why that is.
Because of the copycatting.
It's because
now he personally, the way he plays is amazing. But I don't need everyone else trying to do Steph Curry because he can't do it.
And I'll tell you why. Because he looks like he's small. He's 6'3".
Right.
He's not small. In real life.
No, he's not 5'9".
But in that world, he looks small. He has a baby face. And so what he's doing looks relatable. Like, I can do that.
Yeah, I can chuck.
I could do that. And so there's a lot of copying that because let's be honest. You watch Michael Jordan play, nobody said, I can do that.
No.
It was like, holy crap, the guy's hanging in the air. When you watched Shaq, you didn't say, I can do that. Of course you can't.
None of
Maybe
them.
on a Nerf hoop.
But by the way, Bird, Magic, none of them looked like I could do that.
No.
They were all like, Larry and Magic were 6'9" each.
Yeah.
Okay, doing things with their hands. You're like, humans can't do that.
Yeah.
Steph looks like a little kid who all of a sudden just chucks.
Went on the court and just started like running around. Nobody could catch him, and he can make these incredible shots.
The one who was like that also.
And it looked fun.
That made people believe they could do it, even though he's, I would say, maybe among the 5 greatest athletes to have ever played on the court was Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
People thought, oh, he's small. I could do that.
No, you can't.
He could also throw the ball 75 yards. You can't do
You just
what he
saw
did.
what he did. Yeah, and it's really amazing.
He's not like you, I promise.
All right, we got lots of calls to get to. We're going to get to those momentarily. 800-919-3776. When I tell you about Rings End, though, because
go ahead.
I've been talking about the home improvements we have coming up at the house this spring. They're coming later this week to measure. That's exciting. When they come to measure, you know it's real. Now you know, okay, they're measuring. That means they're going to get all the product I need, which is we're replacing some old windows and we're adding a nice big picture window as well. So we're fired up for this. To do it, yes, we are partnering with Rings End. Why Rings End? Because they work with pro contractors who build and remodel for a living. The pros trust them, so I trust them, and you can too. They have premium brands, not just in windows. They have doors, decking, paint, lumber, kitchens, all the stuff you need to remodel, to update, to refresh your home. Built to last, high-end product lines that contractors rely on because they do it right. They don't do it over. Now, they're not a national chain. See, Rings End, they have regional expertise with 8 full-service lumber yards in Connecticut and Westchester County, and they also have 12 freestanding paint centers as well. Rings End is family-owned and operated since 1902. Peter, that's 124 years in business.
Good Lord.
That's right. They have deep Northeast roots supporting local builders and communities. And if you can't make it to a store, here's what you do. Just shop online at ringsend.com. That's ringsend.com. 800-919-3776. All right, let's go to Ernest in Brooklyn on the cat conversation with the Knicks. Go ahead, Ernest.
Hey, how you doing? I just want to say, yeah, I'm a fake fan. I'm a Nets fan, but when my Nets get eliminated, I'm a New York fan, so I do root for the Knicks. My problem is I'm sorry. I don't think they can get past Detroit. And I'm going to say it like this. Cat, I'm not a fan of him. To me, he has a very low NBA IQ because they consistently put smaller people on him, which he should dominate, and he doesn't. And at the same time, OKC, when they play defense from the first quarter to the fourth quarter, and they play aggressive, but they don't foul. They play defense in the right way. And if you watch them a couple of games, they do. Now, on the Knicks, we have Brunson, who's a bad defender. Cat is a bad defender. He's offensive talent, but he can't stop nobody. He's soft. I'm sorry, he's soft.
All right, well,
what do you think?
I understand what you're saying about when you have a smaller player on you. I don't deny that. You've seen Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, Carmelo Anthony. How many guys have tried to pull him aside and talk to him and say, well, Shaq even did it. Like, you need to dominate out there every single game. You've got to want to dominate. You got to demand the ball. And I don't know what it is. He doesn't seem to have that in him where he does that. Now, you could say what you want about bad defenders. The Knicks are a top 5 defense in the league. So they find a way, even with these two guys that everybody claims bad defender. Jalen Brunson figures it out by taking charges. Towns has gotten a lot better in the second half of the season defensively, way more engaged, and his rebounding is a huge part of defense because those rebounds are stops. You get the rebound, you move down the other end of the floor, the stop is over with. So they still can be effective. But I do agree that there's something missing with Cat when it comes to being aggressive, that mentality of wanting to dominate. Like, guys, I got a 6'5" dude on me. Everybody get the hell out of the way. Give me the ball. Let me cook. Let me work. And you guys get open. If they come double, I'm going to find you. Like, it just doesn't seem to happen. I can't understand why. No one can. Gilbert in the truck. Gilbert, you're up next.
Big Gilbert.
Yo, what's up, Big A? Alan.
What's up?
Peter.
Yo.
I wish Dog was there, too, but he's not, so we'll drop a little drink for his name. Yo, Alan, man. Bro, I don't know what it is. The boy's big. He can grab his rebounds. It looks like they fall right in his hands sometimes.
That's position.
But there's something about him that his coordination is not what it should be. Shaq's feet were bigger. And you could ask Jacob, he did the analysis, okay? He needs somebody to teach him some sound bars, some jumble moves, something, man. I mean, come on, man. If I was that big, man, I'd be dunking over all them dudes. I don't care if you foul me, take my head off, rip off my arm, but you're going to have to stop me. Like everybody that's calling in It's like, damn, I don't understand it. And all I could put my finger on that he's too mild-mannered. He needs to be on a team like Milwaukee. He needs to be on a team that's, you know, a smaller market so he could feel big about himself. Because, yo, bro, he's not doing it here, man. At all.
I don't think it's about. I don't agree with you though that it's about him feeling big. I don't think it's like ego related. I really don't. Like,
thanks, Gil.
If anything, if you don't think he's big enough for the moments here, I think that's a fair enough conversation. Alan, you're up. I never have met the man. Oh no, years ago. I haven't met him since he was a kid.
Cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're up close and personal.
Sweetheart of a human being.
He does not give me bad dude vibes at all.
He's not.
So like, I don't think it's an ego thing at all.
He couldn't be a bad guy if he tried.
It's not the typical.
But it doesn't mean
people get lazy and want to attribute this is what athletes are. Nah, man. If it's not working with Cat, it's not because he's a me guy.
No.
That is not what this is.
No, it's because he's not enough of a me guy.
It may be more that.
Now, every guy in this league has an ego. Like, every guy's got an ego. So I'm not even going to pretend like, he's egoless. No, there's an ego there. There's no question. What happens, though, is I think for him, it's wanting so bad to be like, I don't want to be the guy that looks like he's just being selfish, because there were times he's done that and he gets called out for it. I think he hates that stuff. But I do think that there has to be a part of him that at some point, and you see it every now and then, but there has to be a part of him that at some point goes, all right, I want to be the reason why we win, because that's his quote. I'm trying to find how what role I can play to help us win. Somebody needs to say, you know what you don't want to do? Don't be the reason why they lose.
Right.
Like, how about be motivated by that? Instead of let me find my place in helping us win. You're an all-NBA player, 6-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, probably be 4-time after this year, averaging a double-double, more double-doubles in the NBA of anyone in the league. No one has more double-doubles than him. He is second in the league in rebounding. And there are superstar former players, guys with brand names, that go up to him and are like begging him. Like, what are you doing, man? Begging him to take over. So maybe that's what needs to be put in his head. How about instead of focusing on how can I fit in to help us win, how about how can I make sure I'm not the reason why we lose? Maybe that's the motivation I don't know, but with 2 weeks to go before the playoffs, something needs to be figured out here, because he's had some good games, but there's games like the first half last night. There's games like the first half in Charlotte where he disappears and lets himself disappear. That can't happen. Coming up, NFL binge like you dream about. Don Hahn, Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Tonight on SNY, Francisco Lindor and the Mets head west to open their series against the Cardinals in St. Louis. Coverage begins with Mets pregame tonight at 7 p.m. on SNY and streaming live on the MLB app.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips, and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
This is a special notice to U.S. taxpayers owing $10,000 or more to the IRS. Tax Relief Advocates is urgently notifying taxpayers that tax relief initiatives are now available that may significantly reduce or eliminate what you owe. If you're afraid of an IRS lien, levy, or wage garnishment, don't lose hope. You can now take advantage of these current relief programs to end all collections, reduce the amount you owe, and resolve your tax problem. Even if you have years of unfiled tax returns or are already in a payment plan, you may still qualify for significant relief. Struggling taxpayers can now get relief they need during these hard economic times. A hotline has been established by Tax Relief Advocates for you to call and see what you qualify for. They are A+ rated with the BBB and have over 1,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait. Call 800-575-9087. 800-575-9087. That's 800-575-9087. Or simply visit TRA.com.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Things, guys, not so great on the Belt eastbound in Brooklyn. They're picking up a crash over by Stillwell Avenue. You're still jammed there from the Verrazano. After that, some pockets of company on the eastbound side, heading toward JFK in Queens. Looking pretty good heading across the Upper East River at both the Throgs Neck and Whitestone bridges, moving into the Bronx. Still nice and quiet on the Henry Hudson, heading over to the outbound George. West Side Highway northbound, some pockets of delays there from the 90s. Inbound Georgia, about 5 to 10 for the upper deck, lower level in pretty good shape. Outbound Lincoln will run you about 10 to 15. Outbound Helena, 5 to 10 minute ride. This report is sponsored by America 250. Attention undergrad students, what would you build for America's future? Well, your big idea could earn you $25,000 in grant funding and help shape the next 250 years of America. Submit your idea today. Visit America250.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Pros, just because something on the job runs out doesn't mean you have to. Order it on the Lowe's app. My Lowe's Pro Rewards members get free same-day delivery on eligible orders over $25. Get the fasteners, hardware, or tools you need to keep the job moving. Order by 2 p.m. and get eligible in-stock items delivered right to your job site by 8 p.m. Members get more at Lowe's. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Subject to availability. Restrictions and terms at lowes.com/shipping terms. Subject to change.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and 0 calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, all the flavor, none of the alcohol.
This is...
We're going to rub football all over ourselves today.
I did consume a lot of football back in the day, pre-kids, in my underwear.
The NFL Binge.
You watching every game, baby? Are you watching? Oh, like you dream about, folks. A little NFL Binge. So to do it, we bring in my good friend, Anthony Puchik.
Good friend?
Thank you, Peter.
I think so.
Good friend?
One of my best friends? Hold on. Am I overstating it or understating it?
Friend?
You don't consider Anthony and I friends?
Work colleague?
I consider Anthony and I to be more than work colleagues. Yeah. I consider him a friend.
What's the Don drop? He's my friend?
He's my friend.
He's my friend.
He's my friend. That's how I feel. Exactly.
That's right.
What do you got for us today, friend?
Oh, well, listen. We start with breaking news.
Oh!
And this is big. This is...
For your ace.
It's Jets related. Allen's going to be crushed. Everybody's going to remember this moment as I'm trying to get everything panned right on the... It's not working very well right now, but we're going to try.
All right, here we go.
We're going to try. So you're just going to see half my head, and it's fine. I can't fix it on my own.
Efforting. There you go. You look great.
Chris Streveler is retiring.
Strev Sanity.
Now, remember, everybody can laugh.
We love Strev.
And Ray Deanahan, I think, is still in this building because he's been helping me with a lot of technical issues that we've had.
Clown show.
Me and him were sitting in the old studios watching that abomination of a Thursday night game.
I was there.
The pouring rain?
When the fans were chanting, Chris Streveler, and there was, never mind, once he got in.
No, he got in. He had one run. We went crazy.
Oh, I remember.
It was pouring. It was miserable. Zach and Emma came with me.
I remember
miserable.
where I was.
He comes in. We're all going crazy. Yeah! And then he throws one. We're like, oh, God, no, never throw a football.
I'm going to tell you something about Chris Streveler. You want to say about Chris Streveler?
That's a strange pull. Yeah. Well, listen, if the great Rich Samini didn't tweet it, I wouldn't have said anything.
Well, what do you know?
I had to do it.
He is forever going to be a strange
pull.
Dude, he had no business being on that team. He certainly had no business playing in a game.
How dare you? That's Strev Sanity to you and me.
That's Strev's.
Big stuff was happening there. Until he threw a football and we heard it quack.
Yeah, you literally could.
Absolute duck. Yeah.
And Rich said he did have a nice run in the CFL, which is true. He did have a nice run in the CFL. Just the Jet run,
didn't we all?
Much like that whole season was a little bit of a mess.
Well, all right. He had a run.
There's too many things to get to. We have Malachi Smith coming up from UConn at 4:45.
You got plenty of time.
There's so much to do.
All right.
So little time to do it.
Prioritize.
And I think the thing that Allen is most interested in, and Peter, I think you will be as well, is that we're now getting into the fun part of the NFL mock drafts. Matt Miller didn't just drop mock draft 2.0, 2.5, 3.0. No.
Which one was this?
Matt Miller's
No.
full.
Matt Miller.
Matt Miller. Mac was involved. You don't
God
know.
bless.
You don't know.
This better be a Steeler story.
Matt Miller.
Okay.
Full mock draft.
Okay.
Rounds 1 through 7. I'm going to read every pick right now.
No, please.
On
We
the
don't
show.
have time.
No. Okay. Well, he released it this morning. You can catch it on ESPN.com. Matt Miller's mock draft rounds 1 through 7. We don't have to get very far to keep it interesting for us. Obviously, with the number 1 pick, the Raiders select Fernando Mendoza. At number 2, your New York Jets, Allen take.
Yeah.
Arvell Reese, the edge out of Ohio State.
That's chalk.
Okay. Jeremiah Love goes to Tennessee at 4.
Oh.
So the Giants don't get him. They get Caleb Downs out of Ohio State as safety.
Yep.
Peter, your Washington Commanders.
Give it to me.
Take Mansour Delane, the cornerback out of LSU. I was going to say Louisiana State University. Nobody says that.
Monsieur?
That doesn't do anything for you, does it?
By the way, I'm going to need that from Peter, that drop.
Give it to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. A corner doesn't. That's not what I want right now. But,
Okay.
But it's useful.
It's useful.
Listen. It's always useful.
At 16, from Indianapolis, the New York Jets select Jordan Tyson, wide receiver out of Arizona State. No Ty Simpson off the board yet, and the Jets don't take him.
All right, so the Rams didn't. He doesn't have him going to the Rams at 13.
He does not have him going to the Rams
Jets
at
at
13.
16 take another Ohio State wide receiver because that worked out well the first time.
Arizona State.
Oh, I thought you said Ohio State.
I probably did. I don't know what's going on today.
Did I hear Ohio State?
The
Ohio State. Okay, Arizona State. Either way, a wide receiver.
Jordan
from a
Tyson,
state school.
Arizona State,
Yep.
wide receiver.
All right. So a wide receiver. Okay.
The
Then?
next option would be Pittsburgh, right? For Ty Simpson?
Yes.
There we go.
They don't take him. They take Caden Proctor, the OT out of Alabama.
Proctor. Okay.
Cleveland Browns, maybe. Let's just, for fun. They do not take him either. Okay.
All right. So no one that wants a quarterback wants him.
The Miami Dolphins at 30.
They don't need a quarterback.
They do not need a quarterback.
Okay.
So we reach round 2.
Round 2.
boy.
With the 33rd pick in the NFL draft.
That'd be
the
the Jets.
New York Jets select Ty Simpson, quarterback.
You know what?
Alabama.
Do you hate? Now, if Dom were here, it would be a great debate.
He'd say this is yo-yo, and he would have stopped me immediately. But go on.
He would have?
Not probably.
Well, he's
Peter?
not here, so he can't say it.
Yeah, he would.
But I would want to engage.
I'm
in
good.
it because
I'm good.
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
Why are we
Is that what he'd
why are we
say?
still
No, I'm
doing
good.
it? Why don't I have a say?
Well-
Why don't I have a say? Why are we still doing the draft?
Right.
And
The
then
only
we would
thing
move
the
on.
only thing that would be worse is if you then played like a minute and 10-second clip from Mel to send him.
Matt, what made you think about taking Ty Simpson?
it would have to be a minute 10 because that extra 10, would send him off.
Oh, yeah.
If it was 58 seconds, he might
survive.
Yeah, okay. That minute 10, forget it.
No,
Here's the question though: is just in reality,
Sure.
if Mac Miller
Or
is-
Matt.
God bless.
is basing this off reality, off things he's here, whatever it is. If this is reality, that's exactly where you want to take him, isn't it? Isn't it? No.
Yeah. No, that's exactly
Anyone?
right. Yeah.
You don't get the
you're
50
right.
year, you don't get the 50-year option, but
you don't. But you're also like, if he's not a first round grade, getting him in round 2, he's a day 2 pick.
you get who some believe is the best defensive player in the draft in Arvell Reese.
Yep.
You get a wide receiver in a class that is deep at wide receiver, and they think that there could be a lot of good talent there to be number 2 to Garrett Wilson.
Can I get measurables? You like to give me 6'4", 6'5"?
And we heard on an interview with NFL Network earlier in this weekend, Geno Smith is the quarterback for Aaron Glenn. That is his starting quarterback.
We know
He
this.
said it.
Yep.
So Geno's going to be the guy.
Yep.
But you'll have Reese, you'll have Tyson. I think we do have We do have Glenn saying that about Geno. Let's hear it.
It means to have a bona fide starter come in and lead this offense to where it needs to go. Listen, he's done it a couple of years. I mean, those years in Seattle when he was, I think, comeback player of the year. Man, he was up for MVP early in the season. There's no doubt in my mind that we brought a competent starter here in this team. I look forward to him getting in the building.
So just to be clear, Geno Smith is the starting quarterback.
No doubt about it. He's our guy.
He's our guy. Darren Muji spoke today. How was your meeting with Ty Simpson, by the way?
It was good. It was a good visit with Ty. Really enjoyed the time down there. We went to dinner and had a workout in the morning with him. It was good.
Okay. Doesn't tell us a whole lot, but
which is exactly what I want my GM doing.
You do essentially what the Giants did almost on steroids, because you get your 2 first round picks. You don't take the quarterback. You let him fall all the way to you at 33, still get him, and keep all your precious assets in the 2027 draft that you'd want to keep.
Now, what's the latest a team is picking that could take a quarterback in the first round?
Well, we named.
Where?
I felt like we named the teams that could. The Steelers at 21.
21 is probably the one area you'd want to watch because they don't know what they're doing at quarterback still, right? Aaron Rodgers, that's not decided.
Right.
So is that the one team you got to worry about? Remember the Giants jumped back into the first round just to get the guy they wanted using some draft capital?
Yep.
So would you need to do that?
I don't think the Niners are doing it. I don't think the Bills are. Now, again, but as you pointed out, is a team going to then trade up? Do the Cardinals? Because that was what the mocks, I believe it was either, Mel doesn't really do the trades, but one of the mocks that came out, might have even been Matt, said, I'm going to have the Cardinals trade up back into the first round, do what the Giants did. They get
That's
Ty
what
Simpson.
I would. That's the only thing
So
I'd
there's
watch
your concern.
Is
That would
you
be
watch that and see. They might say, you know what, he's not worth that on our board. We can get another quarterback later on of some of the other guys that are going to be available that could go day 2. So the
only way you trade back into a round to try to get a quarterback is that would require really true belief.
And you want that fifth year option as well. You don't get the 5th year option if he's not the first rounder.
Correct. So that requires that belief, right?
Correct.
That you think it's worth it
Okay,
because we want that.
Jalen Hurts was a second-round guy.
So do you believe? So they would have to decide between now and then that they believe that. Now, it's interesting if you compare that with the Glenn audio of saying with confidence, Geno is our guy, that may mean to them, we want to build everything we're building over the next year or two, and we're okay with that being Geno while we do it. I know it's not sexy for fans, but if you're Aaron Glenn and you're like, I want to win games,
And
I want to build something here, I'm going to do it with the guy who I've seen can maybe do it.
And it doesn't. You don't rush the quarterback, which is something that in this town we tend to do a lot.
No,
we do
Because here's what happens,
especially in the green.
Here's your point.
Never heard of it.
To your point, what'll happen is we'll forget that Ty Simpson was barely a thought, and then all of a sudden it became a let's get him at 30. Whatever it is, whatever the number ends up being if they were to trade back up.
Sure.
We'll forget how we got there. And then you end up in August, they go, where's Ty Simpson? Where's Ty Simpson? We got to build a Ty Simpson's team. No, dude, it was never going to be Ty. If you would just shut up, let them, listen, I know they haven't earned anyone's trust, but the last thing you want them doing is forcing the quarterback pick. The nice thing about them getting Geno is that if he plays decently, you can have him for 2 years.
And
let him be the guy.
It does seem like Muji's kind of running the show there, and you don't have a reason not to believe in him yet.
No, not yet.
It doesn't seem like he's going to do that. We're going to pick Zach Wilson at 2 or 3. Or we're going to trade up to get Ty Simpson if we don't believe in Ty Simpson.
That's the dangerous thing about taking a quarterback that isn't ready that high, because outside the building, there's too many forces that tell you he has to play. And he doesn't have to play.
No.
And if you can get him in the second round, if that really does come to fruition, I think it's the best case scenario. Now, again, and if you suck and he doesn't show you anything and you find yourselves in the bottom 5 next year, guess what you can do? You can draft another quarterback.
You could, because you have the assets to do so.
Right. So let's see if this plays out. But I like this scenario.
This is an interesting one. Where do you guys think the next quarterback goes, and who is it? After the Jets, the next quarterback is taken at pick number 53 by the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Kid from Penn State?
Garrett Nussmeier, the LSU
Nussmeier, okay.
quarterback.
Yeah, Nussmeier.
Penn State falls. Now this is scary because I don't believe in Drew Aller, and that might be the problem of James Franklin just never winning a big game and Drew Aller just being a part of that.
Well, he also got hurt a lot.
He gets drafted at 61 to the Rams. If Sean McVay sees something in Drew Aller, I change my opinion on Drew Aller completely.
If you're Drew Aller, you hope for that. That's right.
And the Cardinals wait for the guy that I think it's Vinny in Staten Island loves more than anybody, more than life itself, Carson Beck.
Oh, Carson Beck, yeah.
At round 3, 65th. How about that?
Carson Beck, who's like 33 years old. But it's all right. No, yeah. I still think Arizona's plan is next year in the draft. But
interesting to see. Okay. Matt Miller.
Tomorrow you're gonna go through round 4 through 7.
Yes, with Mac Miller and Matt Miller, both of them together.
That.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for the binge today.
If we don't come back with Mac Miller in the next segment, we got.
What are we doing? Then we know he's not.
I'm sure Malachi would like it.
Yeah.
You know, he's still looking up how big Shaq's feet are.
That was interesting.
No.
You did the research. I'm proud of you.
Some in-depth analysis. All I had to do was Google it.
Well, one thing that we haven't heard from, one person we haven't heard from who did speak also, along with Darren Muji and Aaron Glenn on the Giants side, is John Harbaugh. And we'll get into the interesting things he had to say about the Giants and what they want to do to build that roster and the draft and everything else. That'll be coming up later on in the show. But coming up next, UConn with a huge win over Duke. What an incredible, iconic shot. And a native New Yorker on the team, Malachi Smith, front and center for that moment. Joins us next day with us, Hahn, Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Just like the New Jersey Devils protect their home ice, Viking Pest Control protects your home. And I know because I use Viking at my own place. As the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils, Viking brings 45 years of trusted experience and expert service to keep ants, cockroaches, stinging insects, rodents, and even mosquitoes out of your zone. Their local team builds a personalized game plan that actually works. And when you bundle pest control with mosquito services, you score big savings. I use them. It's that time of year. It's getting warmer out. The ants are coming back. Some of the bees, hornets. It's time to really look it up. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com, protecting your home inside.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, get Verizon Fios and a line of mobile for just $64.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabit per second for $20 a month. And unlimited welcome for $45 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios internet and mobile customers. Discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
If you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Right now, beef tenderloin is only $10 a pound, and Atlantic salmon portions are just $9.98 a pound. That's serious value on awesome quality cuts. Plus, Wild Fork offers over 450 meat and seafood options, all blast frozen to lock in freshness and flavor. Visit one of their 7 stores across Long Island and New Jersey, or get same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com.
Gold and silver prices are soaring and near all-time highs. If you want to get cash in your hands for your old jewelry, now is the time. Get the most competitive prices at the Estates Roadshow. Old rings, chains, and even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. 3 locations this week: Staten Island, Old Bridge, and Toms River. Bring your gold, silver, coins, diamonds, and watches, even broken pieces, and get cash on the spot. There's never been a better time to sell. No appointments, no fees, no pressure. Just friendly professional buyers with over 35 years in the business. Go to the Estates Roadshow Monday through Friday in Staten Island at the Hilton Garden Inn, and Friday through Tuesday in Old Bridge at TMT Cash for Gold, the bright yellow building on Route 9 South, or TMT Cash for Gold in Toms River on Route 37, corner of Hooper Avenue, just off the Garden State. For more info, follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook or go to tmtcashforgold.com.
Smalls here. Did you know there are many ways to do your taxes with H&R Block? You can go to a local office and get expert help in person, or you can choose virtual tax prep and get expert help without leaving home. Or you can even do them yourself online with live human help standing by. Whatever you choose, you can file with confidence, having H&R Block's 70-plus years of tax expertise in your corner. Switch today and file your way at hrblock.com.
Clinton Yates here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast. Others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jalen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
Hey, by the way, we have an ESPN New York programming alert. So tomorrow night's Rangers-Devils game can only be heard in one place. That is the ESPN New York app. Don't miss any of the blue shirt action against their Cross River rival. See, why do you word it like that? Cross River Rivals. It's a tongue twister. Download the ESPN New York app today so you're ready for tomorrow. 7 p.m. puck drop. It's New York Rangers hockey and only on the ESPN New York app. Only on ESPN New York right now is Malachi Smith of UConn. They come off, probably not just of UConn, I should say also Malachi, of the Bronx, the Boogie Down.
That's right.
From St. Raymond as well.
Yes, sir.
So we welcome you
Yes,
to the
sir.
show. And first and foremost, congratulations, a trip to the Final Four. I think that I'm sure you've been asked this a billion times already from friends, family, and anybody else that you've talked to. But what was that moment like when you see a missed free throw, 10 seconds left? There's got to be this sense of, well, I guess it's not going to happen, and then the turnover and the shot of the century. What was going through your mind in that moment?
Man, there was like 1 minute left. I was on the bench. There was probably a minute left. I think we was down 3 or something. And I was just like, I told myself in my head, man, I went out fighting. I did as much as I could. Elite 8, I did what I could. I had a great career. And then coach put me back in. Silas missed the free throw. We made the next one. We wanted to foul. We got to steal. And we just wanted to get something up on the rim. And Braylon pulled it from half. And, we all know that he can make that shot. Just being with him this past year. Yeah. And when he made it, I just sprinted over and jumped on him. And that was probably the happiest I've ever been.
Did you,
yeah,
when you saw he got the look, were you able to have a clean look at him at that moment and thought, oh, wow, this is a good shot? Were you able to process, oh, he might actually hit this?
No, when he shot it in the air, and the ball was in the air, I was just like, well, this could go in. And it went in that 2 second span, the world just stopped. And it was crazy. And I swear, as soon as he made it, if you watch the video, I sprinted and ran over and jumped on him. It was an amazing feeling.
Have you seen, because I know, we've talked about all the great shots in March Madness history, right? And I know the Villanova shot with Chris Jenkins and Ryan Arcidiacono, they've talked about how, we've actually run that play. We've practiced that before. Now, you can't practice the steal and then coming up with a scramble shot. But he shot that from the first S in Madness, my man. Have you seen him shoot from that kind of distance? And, you guys mess around in practice. Have you seen him make those?
No, I've seen him make those shots.
Come on.
In practice, the scrimmages, I've seen him shoot. He's really a flamethrower. And the fact he made it, he just missed 4 threes and came back, hit probably the biggest shot of his career.
All right, so I don't know if you know, first of all, because it's a scramble, a lot's going on. You said that Danny put you back in the game. But in that moment, were you on the court or on the bench?
No, I was on the court.
Okay, you were on the court.
I was on the court.
I want you to know
Yeah,
that the Duke call, you are highlighted in the Duke radio call of the final shot, and I need you to listen.
Yeah, here, they think that you did something wrong. This is crazy.
Get it in. They do for Boozer. Bobbled it. Back for Sarr. Needs to get rid of it. Does for Caden. 7 seconds. Tried to throw it ahead. Deflected. Stolen by Connecticut. 2 seconds. It's Mullins up top for the win. Oh, he hit it. With 0.3 of a second to go. Malachi Smith ran off the bench. That should be a technical. But with 0.3 of a second.
I loved hearing your laughter. Did you hear Malachi's laughing the second he heard the Duke announcer's sadness as the ball went?
And it's in.
And it's in.
But the fact,
and he hit it.
and he hit it. But they had you running off the bench.
No,
they wanted a tech.
Well, listen, they were looking for a tech anyway. I'll say this, though. The tech that really could have happened, and Malachi, answer this carefully. I don't want to put you in a bad spot. If there was a tech to be had, it's your head coach going nose to nose with the referee. Did you see that or ask coach about that by any chance?
No, I didn't see it till last night, just watching videos. But we had a meeting today. I should have asked him what his thoughts was. But we all all my teammates and I was just like, no way he did that. That could have turned out really bad.
Could have turned out really bad.
That shows you the relationship he has with that one ref.
Well, because I didn't know. I couldn't tell. There's a part of me, and I could be way off here.
Right.
When I watched the video, I thought maybe he has a very friendly relationship with the ref, and he's being silly. Like, can you believe we just won this game?
I don't know.
But I don't know.
In moments like that, anything can happen. Malachi Smith joining us right now from UConn. Malachi Smith played 18 minutes off the bench, 9 points. UConn only had 5 threes made. Obviously, Mullins hit the last one of the 4 previous. Malachi hit one of them. That was, for you guys, a struggle early in that game. I marveled at how the team, and again, you're 18 minutes off the bench, so you're a big part of this game, how there wasn't a moment down 18, even down 17 early in the second half. You guys never let go of the rope. Is that what this team's character is about? Like, no matter what, you kept going down 11, 8 to go. Still, you guys kept clawing at it. Is that what this team's been about all year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've been in multiple high energy, high intensity games, and I think just that experience showed up, and our coaching staff did a great job, at halftime. Just making sure he told us the right words, and the right tone to say, we had to make sure we just one war at a time, win one war at a time, each possession, and that's what we did. And the feeling right now is amazing.
All right, so as you spent most of your career at Dayton. You come to UConn as a senior. You even said there was a moment where you thought, okay, that's it. All right, I get to the Elite Eight, but that's where it's going to end. It doesn't. Now you're in the Final Four. How much of this becomes a dream, and how much of this becomes even more motivation to say, I want to walk off the floor with a win?
Man, everything just boosted up. I'm trying to make sure, I'm still shocked that we won. So I'm just going to take this day, just to enjoy the moment. And I did some recovery stuff, but tomorrow I'm gonna make sure we locked in and back on track.
You are from the Bronx. What is your either bodega or cart breakfast order of choice?
Yeah, well, I usually get a bacon, egg, and cheese, but I don't eat cheese, so I just get a bacon and egg. I don't know if that's weird. But
no, listen, you don't have to be bullied into cheese. What
First of all, you're talking to a guy that does the same thing.
Really? You're no cheese on the bacon, egg, and cheese?
No. Straight up.
Why did you lose
sausage
the cheese?
I go sausage egg, though, not bacon egg. But sausage egg, no cheese.
Okay.
Salt, pepper, ketchup.
Malachi, why are you out on the cheese?
I just don't like the texture of cheese. I don't eat cheese. I just don't eat cheese.
Wow.
See, we're not all crazy.
If you know me and my friends and family know me, they know I don't eat cheese.
Wow, not a cheese guy.
Not a cheese guy.
You learn something new every day.
He has his order, though.
So if they win the championship, just know UConn, if they celebrate, Malachi will not be celebrating with cheese in the club.
Any kind
of
cheese.
No.
Any kind of cheese. It's all right, though. You got the other kind of cheese.
Yeah, there could be other cheese in the future.
Plenty of other cheese happening.
Saturday night, Final Four, man. Are any level of nerves at this moment, or is it nothing but joy and excitement?
Nothing but joy and excitement. I started, the first the first March Madness game we played Furman, and I'll say I had the most. That was the game I had the most nerves. I had never been in a tournament, and to start, against a great Furman team that could have potentially upset us. I think I had the most nerves that game. But we got a couple games under our belt. We're just ready to win these next two games.
Did the start surprise you? By the way, when did you find out you were starting in the tournament?
I kind of know about a couple of days, so about like 3 days. Silas was hurt, and then he didn't get any live reps. So I kind of figured, I would be starting and playing major minutes.
Well, listen, good luck to you. When you win the whole thing, come back on the show. We'll celebrate it with you.
All right, cool. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me, guys. Thank you.
Right.
Take care, man.
Smith, thank you so much. From the Bronx, UConn.
What a
now
sweet
headed
kid,
to the
too.
final. How about him saying, like, there was that moment 10 seconds ago where he's like, oh, all right, well, this was a good run.
He literally, because
he's a redshirt senior. This is it.
This is it. I mean, Malachi Smith is the kind of story why you love the tournament so much. Yeah. Because in all likelihood, I mean, who knows where he ends up finding a place to play, right? But listen, he wasn't starting at the end of his senior year.
Right.
He got the opportunity in the tournament. There's a chance he goes on to be a lawyer, do whatever he does in life.
Well, he could probably play pro somewhere.
Maybe plays pro for a while.
A little bit, and then goes on and does whatever he's going to do.
But now he was part of winning tournament games as a starter, and he made sure he was the first one with that hug for when the shot went down.
First guy, on the floor when one of the iconic shots in March Madness history went down.
Pretty cool.
And there he was, right there, front and center. UConn into the Final Four. 800-919-3776. We'll get to your calls. You'll hear from John Harbaugh and the Giants, as well as more football to talk about, as well as the Yankees getting a sweep. They're now in Seattle tonight, back in action. And, of course, the Mets in St. Louis as well. Very busy slate for you tonight. Don Hahn, Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Just a bad ride on the BQE in Queens. A crash over by Queens Boulevard, blocking lanes in both directions. Eastbound said you're jammed from the Williamsburg Bridge in Brooklyn. Westbound said hitting the brakes from the Grand Central on through. Solid slowdowns on the Whitestone Expressway northbound, heading over to the Bronx-bound Whitestone Bridge. Just moved a crash off to the shoulder. Still bumper to bumper there from Northern Boulevard. Best of it's the outbound George, southbound Deegan and Henry Hudson. West Side Highway northbound, some slowdowns from the 90s. Inbound Georgia, about 10 to 15 for the upper deck. Outbound Lincoln Orinda, 10 to 15. Outbound Helen, 15 to 20. This report is sponsored by America 250. Attention undergrad students, what would you build for America's future? Well, your big idea could earn you $25,000 in grant funding and help shape the next 250 years of America. Submit your idea today. Visit America250.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Tonight on SNY, Francisco Lindor and the Mets head west to open their series against the Cardinals in St. Louis. Coverage begins with Mets pregame tonight at 7 p.m. on SNY and streaming live on the MLB app.
It feels like everyone's sick right now. You aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. I was just traveling. It was like everyone around me was coughing, sneezing, and sick. I can't afford to get sick, and I doubt you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. Having a medical emergency kit is like having urgent care and pharmacy right in your home. It includes essential prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus important antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs, and many more common and serious illnesses. It's your kit the moment you need it. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's genius. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. I can save you $45 when you use my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. Again, save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about this? WWE fans, NXT is at the Infosys Theater at Madison Square Garden. Okay, Infosys Theater. Did not know till today.
Yeah, Infosys.
Did not know.
The theater.
But it's Madison Square Garden Theater, that you know.
That's special.
Tomorrow, we have NXT in the building, and ESPN New York has your chance at tickets right now. Mm-hmm. Go to ESPNNewYork.com or the ESPN New York app. Find the contest tile and submit your entry to get tickets to NXT. Shout out to my WWE fam. We got you on the app.
Love that. You'll be in attendance tonight?
Yeah, I'm
Speaking of MSG?
Well, yeah, I figure my wife's leaving me anyway, so why not just go to the show?
Might as well.
You know?
You know what I mean?
I hit up a friend, see who has a suite, get a drink. I'm not on the clock, so grab a beverage, chill out tonight.
Why not?
Because when I get home, who knows what's going to happen? You just got to do the best you can do. Although I will tell you, as the texting's gone on,
is the best you can do.
She doesn't seem to hate me as much now as she did earlier.
Little discussion. She's feeling better. You know why? Because probably everybody's out of the house now. The movers
are
gone.
out of the house for
things have dust to
They're
settled.
coming back again tomorrow for the fit to finish the job.
Yeah, it's an anxiety thing. I wouldn't blame her.
No, I'm not. I get it.
It's a lot of anxiety.
And by the way, she's not wrong. I did dumb stuff. She was telling me, Peter, they're going to clear out the whole closet. I go back today and I have to do my show from home tomorrow. I look for my backpack that has my stuff in it. It's packed. She told me. But by the way, Bear's dog food, it's packed.
Oops.
Stuff that we need is now packed. So I had to go out and buy more dog food. Today.
So when a million years ago, when we moved from Holbrook to Huntington, my mother was living with us at the time. And it was like she didn't want to go. So the day of we're literally moving, we had the whole house on our side because we had an apartment built. And our side was packed up, cleaned up, everything's done. So I go over to see, like, okay, the truck's coming. Where's your stuff? Nothing packed. Like, I couldn't tell Stephanie.
Oh, that's a tough spot.
Again, she already was filled with anxiety of moving.
And mom did nothing.
And she just couldn't get herself to do it. Now, again, granted, a few years earlier, we lost my dad.
Right.
She's
So
living
it's
there
an
with my
emotional
sister.
hard thing.
She's already gone through enough transit, so I totally understood it. But me not thinking, let me go over the day before and make sure mom's is she packing, and if she's not, I can motivate. I was so locked in on our side, I just figured, that's all done. I mean, we're talking about garbage bags, just throwing stuff in garbage bags. Crazy.
Moving.
It's a really tough time, and you've got to be able to understand different personalities of the people that you love around you and just maneuver all of it.
Well, and who's comfortable with chaos?
And don't make it about you.
You can't.
Everybody's yelling at you. Everybody's mad at you. It's all your fault. Yep, take it all.
By the way,
that's what we do.
But for the record, I'm learning that is sometimes that is what dad role is. When you are the guy who's responsible to do.
Almost all the time.
It's usually, right?
All the blame, none of the credit. Don't want it. Don't make it about you. Don't expect it. Nothing. Just
see, and that was my point that I made earlier about how we grew up with dads that were different.
Yep.
It was the opposite.
Yep.
They did less, and as a result, got tons of credit when they showed up and did stuff. We do everything, so as a result, when we mess up, it's like, nice work, Dad.
Yeah.
And it's like, well,
way to go.
I'm swinging the bat 4 times a day.
Right.
I'm trying to bat 300.
Yes. Yeah. It is the thing. It's amazing. The more you try,
the more opportunities for disaster there are.
That's true, too. But if you just keep that mentality of you are the take care of everyone guy.
That's it.
And that's what you got to think of in days like this and moments like this and get through it all. And when it's over and the dust settles and everything's complete and you see everybody back to their sweet, nice self, that's your satisfaction.
Right.
I got them through it.
Yeah.
They don't even know it. They don't even know what I did.
Don't wait for a thank you card.
No, please.
Don't wait for a thank you card.
They don't even know what I did.
Right. I was sacrificed.
I know. How about a little time now for amazing starting lineup?
Oh, you're talking about the Mets.
The Amazins.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm talking about. The Mets to you and me. It's brought to you by Ramsey Mazda. Are you ready for old school rivalry? Are you old enough? Anthony's not. Jake, are you even old enough to know that there was once a time where Mets Cardinals was not just a series? It was the series. You circled it. You hated them.
Well, one of my earliest Mets memories is strikeout in the playoffs. So that's
true.
So that's my earliest memories.
Bat never left the shoulder. You're talking about.
No, I'm still living through that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about even further back.
Oh no, I had no clue.
Playing on a turf field down in St. Louis where it just was 150 degrees. Ozzie Smith doing backflips. Like that.
Oh, the days.
That was ball back then.
Imagine if ball players were doing backflips now. We'll be losing it.
Yo, that's not
guys
so
beyond
funny.
Guys beyond the long term IL.
By the way, not only that, and then Ozzie would get beaned 2 seconds later.
Oh, for doing it.
And then the people were like, let him have fun. Don't have a. Meanwhile, at the time, he was considered one of the most lunch pail. He was still
he was loved.
He was loved.
Mm-hmm.
But he hit that backflip. He was the man.
Show me up because you made that play. Yeah. Well, anyways, here's your lineup for your Metsies. Lindor leading off. Soto batting second as usual. Some stuff between these two already over the weekend, by the way, Peter, we'll get to momentarily. Bichette, who has he got a hit yet? No, he 0 for 5, 3 strikeouts. Now he has 8 strikeouts this season. Bichette, I believe someone I saw on social media say it's already the worst signing in the history of the Mets, which I find interesting after 3 games. Polanco, he's the DH. He'll be batting 4th. Brett Beatty. Young, Simeon, Binge, who we need to talk about more. And Alvarez catching with Clay Holmes starting on the mound for the Mets. It's a 7:45 first pitch. Of course, you can hear it on 880 right after us. That was the amazing starting lineup brought to you by Ramsey Mazda. Get more for your money at Ramsey Mazda. Like a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 or Mazda CX-90. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Have you guys seen this weird social media controversy that is happening already with the Mets? Because, I don't know, for some reason, I think we just want drama. And so the Mets lose in extras. And it's bizarre because Lindor is on base. The fact that they were in extras was interesting enough. They have a chance to make it 4-3. Soto gets a hit. Lindor gets thrown out at home. And the feeling is that this is, again, the intelligent people on social media that are watching the Mets and they believe what they see. But I find this amazing that a fan base this early in the season would want this kind of drama. Oh, Lindor didn't want Soto to get credit for a big moment, and so allowed himself to get tagged out at home.
My Lord.
I couldn't believe this. Honestly.
People can't be serious. People aren't. You have to remember, people are not serious. People are not serious people.
It's the bottom of the 10th, early in the season. You think already this is what we're doing?
How big of a conversation was this? You know, I was not in the.
I mean, it's gotten a lot of traffic.
Yeah, just
850,000 views. Yeah. And like again, Jake, this is your team.
That's right.
When you're not a Dodgers fan, of course.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at another video.
Is this a real drama that's happening between people? Really think Lindor and Soto hate each other?
Did you see the video of how they greeted each other on opening day?
Very cold.
Everyone else getting bit. You see this one, Jacob?
Yeah, I did.
It's a lot of big daps.
Yep.
And then when Lindor and Soto see each other, it's literally this. It's like your fingers touch. Like nothing.
Because Soto's basically like, this is my team, I'm the man. And Lindor's like, I'm the captain. And he's like, yeah, but you're also Robin.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm Batman. Do you think that's what's really going on there?
I don't know if would you willingly give up a run to
never.
Why the hell would you?
Like,
who cares?
How does that make any sense?
Like, first of all, how bad do you look? That rather than let 3 games into the season, rather than let this guy get credit for a big hit that could have won. Well, it was 4-2. That would have made it 4-3, right?
By the way,
what?
I'm looking.
That would have tied the game up.
Yeah, it would have tied the game in the 10th.
Oh, it would have?
Yeah.
It was bases loaded. Yeah, Alvarez scored. Lindor got thrown out.
Okay, all right.
If you go back and watch the play.
Yeah. Because I didn't see it live. There's a lot going on.
If you go look at Lindor.
Okay.
He's trucking it, bro.
Yeah.
That's what he's got. That's what Lindor has.
You mean that's the only speed?
Jake, that's the gas that he has.
That's it?
Yeah, at that point. It's early in the season.
That's how much gas there was in the tank.
He's rounding second from third, so you lose a little gas. Like, granted, you have momentum turning that corner, but you lose a little gas coming from that third to home, like little phase.
Oh, yeah, I see the bug.
Well, and hold on. You also have to remember, the ball stayed up in the air a little bit. It becomes clear, within a couple of seconds that it's going to, make it to the wall. But the first second, you're not sure. It was no outs, right? Yeah. So it's not like he's running on 2 outs. So he's waiting for a second. There was probably a hiccup for a second at second base. Now you're off.
Also, the third base coach is waving you by. So, I mean.
The throw, by the way, beat him by a mile.
No, by a mile.
It was a great throw.
And that's another part. But, Alan, do you see what I'm saying? Even though the ball clearly makes it to the track, I think he still probably waited a second. And then both throws, it's a great relay. I mean, it's a really great relay.
But this is probably part of the problem with baseball fans. Like, even with the Yankees and people freaking out about Aaron Judge his first 3 games of the season, like, this is what we're doing. We just finished the first series for both teams in the first week of baseball, and we're jumping out the window this early.
Well, it's welcome to New York, baby. This is why we have those conversations. Anyone should want to play here. Well, not really. Sometimes there are like things like this that are really irritating. Although I am trying to figure it out. I'd like to see another angle of this play because, in theory, at second base, base is loaded.
Why you say? Well, tell you what.
No, you have to.
Lindor
but it's
was
a guaranteed
asked,
run, though.
Well, Lindor was that. No, the throw beat him by.
But both throws bounced.
Lindor was asked about being surprised that he wasn't held up at third.
No, not at all. We have talked about being aggressive. I felt like as soon as the ball was hit, I felt like my mindset was going to score. Yeah, I think I would have scored. I took a little bad of a route, but I'm on board with Leap sending me there because we have talked about being aggressive, and he made the right call.
So
he's on board.
Who was the runner? Who was the runner in front of him again?
Francisco Alvarez.
It was Alvarez?
Yeah.
So look, see right here? Do you see Alvarez?
The ninth, yeah.
Do you see Alvarez right here? That's Alvarez waiting and watching between second and third. So just to be clear, even though it ends up rolling to the wall, Alvarez still stopped between second and third and turned around to watch the ball for a good 2 seconds. So keep in mind, the runner in front of him is not particularly gunning it either. Now he goes. So now he realizes it's down, and he's off.
The ball didn't even land yet.
So now the throw's already coming, though. So listen, I'll tell you what it wasn't. It wasn't him wanting to get caught out there. That's what I know it wasn't.
Relay was a strike.
Yeah, the relay was solid.
Yeah. So I don't buy that. Now, the Bo Bichette slander, that's on brand. That's welcome to New York.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that, what can this guy do? Why do you sign Bo Bichette? Because he can do what? Hit. He can hit for days, right? So what has he not done early in his Met career? And when I say early, I mean like
literally
a minute
first
in.
3 days?
Yeah, he has not hit. He's struck out a lot. He has not hit. He just isn't – he's not there yet. And it's unreal how you win 2 out of 3. He hasn't done anything yet.
0 for 5's nasty. No one likes that.
No, it's an ugly number. 8 strikeouts is an ugly number. But again, like, it's unreal how we do – just what we were doing to Judge. Judge got off to a rough start.
0 for 6.
0 for 4. Missed, then all of a sudden, what did he do?
Dong.
Hit a bomb on Friday. We were
Ding.
all on the air for it.
Dong.
Right. And then
Hello.
Saturday, another one. Like, just give it a minute. But in New York, it's different in New York. Opening day is optimism. When the first pitch is thrown, gone. Optimism, gone. That's the reality.
Show me right now.
Right. It's unbelievable. But that is a very typical response in New York, especially when you're new.
Bichette was 1 for 14 this weekend.
Yeah,
it's not great, but
it's not what you want.
It's a bad weekend.
It's a bad weekend, a terrible weekend, a bad debut, of course, and you're playing at home, so it's the fans' really first time they can see you. You're not really showing out, and he got booed. And he was asked if he was surprised.
No, if anything, I thought it took too long. I get it. I thought my bats were terrible too. So,
I mean, it's the right answer, don't you think?
I mean, what else are you gonna say?
I mean, I'd boo me. Like, it's the best thing to do is to just own it, know it's going to happen. But what's going on with you at the plate?
I think sometimes in between, sometimes trying to do too much. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what happens when you don't feel good.
Nothing to say.
Not a lot.
No. How about maybe the manager knows? Carlos Mendoza, what's going on with your newly minted signing?
I think he's missing good pitches early in count, and then they're making him chase, especially at the top of the zone. He's going to swing. He's going to go out there, and he's going to hack. So he's a good hitter.
He's going to hit. I mean, look, I'm going to give you a hot take. He's going to hit this season. He's going to hit a lot. He's going to do well this season. And at some point, the same Met fans that are crushing him are going to turn around and say, that's a pretty good signing. He's raking right now. Now, they also don't like the fact that, they're using him in different places, especially third base. Nobody likes that. There's so much happening, I think, with a team that it's a new team. They replaced a lot of your players that you loved. And so what do you want to see? You want to see the new guys that come in. That's why, like, when Luis Robert had the big home run on Saturday, how big was that for somebody that was brought in to be part of, like, change that kind of kind of gambled on him, right?
Yeah.
To hope that they'll hit. And I found this stat to be incredible. I sent this to Anthony when I saw it. So Luis Robert helped the Mets emerge victorious after falling behind in both the 10th and 11th innings. Okay? They were down 1-0. They were down 2-1. He said that's kind of a big deal for the Mets when you consider they were 0-70 last season when trailing after 8 innings or later. 0-70. Like, if you were losing
after what innings?
After the 8th. If you were losing after the 8th, you had no chance to win.
Literally.
If you were the Mets. Literally.
Zero chance.
And
which talk about
all he did in game 2 was give you your first win in that situation that you couldn't do all of last year.
Lou Bob. To you and me.
To you and me. Yeah. That's what we're going to call him when we have him on. Lou Bob.
Lou Bob.
What were you thinking in that moment? You knew the Mets were 0-70 in these situations.
Lou Bob makes him sound like this. Good old Lou Bob.
Now, Lou Bob.
Yeah, we had our boy Lou Bob.
Could that be Freddie's?
Lou Bob Key.
That your cousin?
Yeah.
Twice removed?
He had 6 fingers on one hand, Lou Bob.
Why was he was AI?
No, he wasn't AI. It was before AI. This is the real 6 fingers on one hand. But I'll tell you what, though, he was very popular with the ladies. Lou Bob.
I wonder why.
That's between Lou Bob and the ladies.
That's his pissed. That's his.
That's all. We used to call him EF for extra finger. That's right. And they'd say F Lou Bob, and I'd say no. Not like that. Well,
how did he bowl?
Very well, actually. Glad you asked. He could actually. Lou Bob was talented. He could actually hold the bowling ball and still with his other fingers pick up a nacho chip and dip it and eat it while holding his ball.
That's a talent.
Oh, very talented
I don't know what
man,
to do with
Lou
that,
Bob.
but it's a talent.
And now he's a hell of a ball player.
He certainly is.
God bless.
Did I?
Probably
yes, I
not.
did. I gave no.
You sure?
I did close out the starting lineup thing.
I believe so.
Yeah.
By the way, totally apropos of nothing.
Of nothing.
Don is such a maniac.
What did he do?
Well, I guess we didn't know that Don was going to be off until this weekend.
Right.
Anthony, this is why I texted you on randomly on Saturday.
You let me know, so I'm glad someone did.
Yeah. So
who did?
So Don.
Peter.
Oh.
Well, because here's how I found out. I don't know if Don had another conversation going on with like you or John.
No, he called me last night after the game.
Well, did he tell you anything prior to that?
No.
So explain this to me. Explain, my friend, what's wrong with this guy?
What?
I get a random text from him on, I believe, Saturday afternoon. Right, Anthony? I text you around midday Saturday?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Saturday. And he writes, "Did I screw you?" And I said, "Excuse me?"
Wow. To which Peter texts me going,
I go, "What does this mean?" I literally start going on Twitter. I'm worried that Don, like in his interview with BT or something,
said
something because, the last time Michael went and did an interview, all I see on Twitter is people talking about me and politics. And I'm like, oh, what did Don say now? So I go look, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I'm off on Monday. And I went, oh, no, don't worry. I'm taking off Wednesday.
Oh, because of the move thing.
But I didn't know you were off. You can't just apropos of nothing say, did I screw you?
Did that not work out for you? What did not? What?
What not work out? Yeah. I don't know the original thing. Did we have a conversation in your head?
Well, I got worried because he dropped on me, like in the evening during the Knicks game. He said, "Are you free after the game?" And I'm like, "It's a Sunday night.
Oh boy,
it's late."
Oh no.
And I said, "I mean, I got to get up, so I got to go to bed like
but
right
you have a
away."
Trip home, right?
And I said, "So can we catch up tomorrow morning? If you want."
Okay.
And he was like, "No, I mean after the Devils game." That was in the third period.
Oh.
So I was like, "All right, yeah, just give me a shout." And now I'm like, "All right, he really needs to talk." Like, what happened?
Let me just say for the record,
I was really worried.
I'm very millennial in this way. I admit it. I hate people scheduling a phone call. It always worries me now. In the era we live in, if you can't deliver it in a sentence or two on text, right. I'm kind of like, well, what's going on
we
here?
better talk.
I don't like it. I'm very avoidant of that. I admit it right now.
It made me keep looking at the phone. Like, I don't want to miss his call. I'm hoping everything's okay.
Right,
Did something happen? And
okay,
so I
he
was
calls.
nervous. Then he calls and he's just shooting spit, driving home. Hey, so, how's the game going? How'd they do? I'm like, all right. Everything all right?
You see that shot last night? Oh man! It was yesterday.
Yeah.
So no.
We're just going through it, and I'm like, "All right, you gonna drop it on me?"
So
like,
did you say what's going on?
Yeah, no, he just got to it. But there's a little bit of small talk. Like he was in his car driving home.
But then what did he get to?
And then he just got to the fact that he's not going to be here today. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he was explaining why, and he felt bad. And I'm like,
listen.
It's a good reason why.
Why was I the last to know?
Anthony, listen.
If you didn't tell me, he still didn't tell me.
How were you the last to know when I found out at about 10:30 last night, 11 o'clock?
Well, no. I texted John at some point on Sunday. I said, "Do you know Don's off on Monday?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, okay. The only person that didn't hear from him was me.
Anthony, what's the conclusion that you can come to?
That he doesn't like me.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That he hates my guts.
Well, no.
He doesn't feel like you're
he doesn't respect you. It's not that he doesn't. He definitely likes you. He
hurts.
He has zero respect for you as a human being.
I don't know if it's respect.
I think it should hurt.
I'm not going with respect. I'm going with
dislike.
Priority. You are not.
But by the way, he is, truth be told, if we're being fully honest.
Yeah.
I love both of you guys. If one of you isn't going to be here, we're going to be all right.
That's why we have
the great
three.
thing about three.
Yeah.
Anthony's the only guy who really needs to know.
I'm the only guy.
I really don't need to know. When I get here, if they're like, hey, it's just you and so-and-so, as long as it's not just you and the wall, by the way, in which case, I'd still survive.
Sure.
But as long as they say someone else is here, we're going to I love that he cares this much. Because I want us all to care this much about this thing that we really want to be successful and do it for a long time.
Sure, why not?
But at the same time, Don, it's okay, buddy. Take a day.
If he just
You're entitled.
If he literally just wrote it in the group.
At 2:20.
Guys,
heads up. Not on
just
the
so you know, I spoke to John. Just I'm not going to be there Monday, and left it at that. We would all do the
thumbs up, pal.
We would do this.
We're all set. All good.
All good. Good for you. Enjoy it.
Instead, he sets a phone call with you.
I'm telling you, I actually Stephanie came home. Shout out to Sport Time, made the Nationals.
Oh,
yeah, one was finished in the regionals, placed in the regionals to go to Nationals. So good for them. Gracie the whole weekend.
Wow.
And in Jersey. So Stephanie and them, they come home late.
Okay.
So she's done. Like, wait. If Maya plays any sports.
Activities, yeah.
Dude,
okay. All
weekend,
day.
the whole weekend. But still, so she's like down and out, down for the count. Knows I have to get up at 4, so nothing's happening.
It's not margarita time.
No, it's not margarita time.
No.
And so when he calls, she even sits up like, is he okay? Like, she was worried because she hears me talk, and I'm just quietly talking.
Well, he told us that
and then
he's taking a day off of work.
He's taking a day.
Well, no, but listen. You have to understand, though, he does something very important. Really, what does he do? He does sports talk radio. Will we be able to? But
don't do that. He is an important part of the show.
No, nothing that we do. None of us are replacing kidneys, guys. We're entertaining our friends, our people.
Yep.
They're there for us every day. We're there for you. But it's okay.
But we're sharing with the world who follows us and says, where the hell's Don? Where's Don?
We don't know.
How come Don's not on the show? And some other people might say, where's Dom?
And where's Dom? Neither are here.
And there was another guy that called him Ron. Yeah. Where's Ron?
Sorry,
Ron,
bro.
Don, Dom,
None
whatever
of them
it
are
is. None of them are here. And we're trying to explain to you that he's such a good guy.
Yeah, he really
felt terrible about doing something that we all get. You know what it's called? PTO.
PTO,
Just
guys.
Needed a PTO.
Hey, by the way, everyone, heads up. We're moving this week, and Wednesday's Passover. I'm out Wednesday. Hope everyone can forgive me.
Thank you for letting me know, Peter.
You know what? I think you've known since last week.
I did.
I'm a professional.
Friday's Good Friday.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Good Friday?
It's Good Friday.
Huh. Well, Anthony's very devout also. Maybe he needs to take the day.
Can I get a day?
Can I get the day?
Can we get a day? It's Good Friday. I'm bad enough Holy Thursday.
What is it, 3:23? We'll bow our heads, 3:23.
You know that, by the way.
At the time, something like that.
Heads up, everybody. I got good or bad news, depending how you look at it. Now that we're moving back to our old, smaller apartment, I've basically lost my little office that I've had.
Oh, no.
So I will be here. If I'm not in Long Island, if I'm in the city, I will be here.
Yeah,
if I'm not,
He'll learn. He'll get there.
No, I do, but in that way, it sounds weird.
No, it doesn't.
If I'm not on Long Island,
because you're not in it. You didn't dig a hole, right? The house is not in a tunnel. No, I know the house is not underground. So you're not in the island.
If I'm not on the island,
you're on it.
If I'm not on the island, if I'm on this island,
yes,
in Manhattan,
right? That's right. See,
if I'm in the city,
that's why again
on this island,
Staten Island. Well, now you're in there because it's a borough,
right? But not Long Island. If I'm not on the island, I will be in the studio on Fridays. There'll be no home Fridays for old Rosenberg.
What?
Yeah. Natalie's like, you don't have space. Now maybe Maya will pick up some activities in the afternoon, and I could.
I mean, that would be the right thing.
And I could.
Give
But but listen, this isn't the last time we were in that apartment. She was still baby Maya, like little baby Maya. Now she's walking, yelling. This is her favorite sound. She's currently fully speaking in tongues.
Tremendous.
Crazy sounds coming out of this girl's mouth.
No?
It's been fun.
Okay. Well,
we went to Tony's in Napoli last night. I fed her a little rigatone bolognese.
She like that?
Oh, are you kidding me? She loved it.
A good bolognese just hits.
Yeah. We got to do it. Oh, we're very late.
Wow.
We'll be right back.
I tried.
We'll be back. See you later.
John Harbaugh next.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Gold and silver prices are soaring and near all-time highs. If you want to get cash in your hands for your old jewelry, now is the time. Get the most competitive prices at the Estates Roadshow. Old rings, chains, and even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. 3 locations this week: Staten Island, Old Bridge, and Toms River. Bring your gold, silver, coins, diamonds, and watches, even broken pieces, and get cash on the spot. There's never been a better time to sell. No appointments, no fees, no pressure. Just friendly professional buyers with over 35 years in the business. Go to the Estates Roadshow Monday through Friday in Staten Island at the Hilton Garden Inn, and Friday through Tuesday in Old Bridge at TMT Cash for Gold, the bright yellow building on Route 9 South, or TMT Cash for Gold in Toms River on Route 37, corner of Hooper Avenue, just off the Garden State. For more info, follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook or go to tmtcashforgold.com.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips, and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Not moving much on the inbound Gowanus in Brooklyn. Right before the Prospect, a crash involving a couple of tractor trailers and an SUV. Only the left lane is squeezing by. Delays there. Go back to the belt merge. Then you're bumper to bumper on the BQE eastbound, heading over to Queens Boulevard in Queens. Still have a crash out there. Some solid slowdowns from the Williamsburg Bridge. Worst ride to the outbound George Cross Bronx westbound. You're solid from White Plains Road on through. Inbound George going to run you about 15 to 20 for both the upper and lower decks. Cross Bronx eastbound keeps you on the brakes with an accident in the right lane by 3rd Avenue. Outbound Lincoln and Holland tunnels about 10 to 15 minutes each. This report is sponsored by Text Now. Some people still pay $100 a month for phone service. Text Now gives you the 5G without the 5-figure commitment. Unlimited talk, unlimited text, unlimited freedom to switch things up. Try Text Now today. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
It's about time delivery worked on your schedule. Same day, next day, or scheduled in advance. However you plan it, the Home Depot delivers the whole job. From drywall to doors, plumbing to paint, we'll get it there when you need it. Because on the job site, timing is everything. You order, we deliver. It's that easy. The Home Depot Pro. It's about time.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old.
She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Tonight on SNY, Francisco Lindor and the Mets head west to open their series against the Cardinals in St. Louis. Coverage begins with Mets pregame tonight at 7 p.m. on SNY and streaming live on the MLB app.
So your level of excitement about the NFL still being a topic from 1 to 10 is? I mean, it's late March. We are less than a month.
There we go. What record is this?
Day off.
Best day ever.
Oh, best day ever. This is early Mac. This is before I was really a big adopter. I was personally friends with him then, but I wasn't listening to it. It felt like music for kids.
Yeah, I was a big kids guy, though.
Yeah, of course you were. You're the age range. Crazy, bro. It's just the guy is such a legend. I can't. It's weird now that he's
actually that was a crazy set of lines.
Wait, what just happened? What did I just say?
Wait,
that
sequence of conversation taken out of context. Allegations were thrown.
I don't even know.
You don't even realize.
I said I was a big kids guy. You said right around your age range, and it was completely
just out of pocket.
God.
Yeah, no, we can't do that. Strike that from the record.
That
please.
is not. Kids is the name of.
No, we're going
first...
troubling seed 2.
Yeah. Oh,
that might be a 2
Just get you right in there.
No, we need it. We actually do need that drop. I expect to hear it during ENN.
Oh,
but
God.
But Mac Miller's first mixtape is called Kids, so it was a big
big
you
deal. Just basically said that's what Jake likes.
That's what Jake's into. Well, Jake, how old are you again?
34.
Yeah.
So you guys like the same age, right?
So literally, yes, he's right around the same age as me.
Can't believe that. But isn't it crazy? Like, he was a kid coming up, and I was already established in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd been around for a long time. So I met him as he was coming up. I got to know his family.
My family.
And then he's just, but the thing is about people who you lose so young who are that talented, they just become legendary in this way where it's like, it's not like I don't feel that way. I now also feel like he's legendary. But he was just a regular ass kid at the time. Like, it's so crazy.
And you take some of the things he did for granted, then when you look back at it, like with the scope, you realize like, damn, like
he did a lot.
Yeah.
No, that guy put, if for anyone out there listening who's a bit older and hasn't listened to like recent hip hop, and like Alan, you in particular, like Mac Miller's last 3 albums, Divine Feminine, Swimming, and Circles, you will love all of them. They are not like straight ahead rap albums. They're like R&B and even like some rock elements. It's just amazing stuff, the last few albums. So rest in peace, Mac Miller. And Mac, thank you from the grave, from the beyond, giving us this great drop of Jacob expressing his love for kids.
Oh, I thought you were going to play it.
No, we'll get to it.
No. We'll have it for you.
Well, I was mentioning the NFL and the draft and everything else. It's coming up April 23rd. So it's, by the way, April on Wednesday.
Wednesday?
It's
already.
So we're like 25 days away from the biggest holiday in sports other than the Super Bowl. The NFL draft's a bigger deal than you can even imagine. And
not to me, but yes, to most freaks.
We know New York is on the clock. The Jets pick 2nd and 16th. The Giants are picking 5th. So Jet fan Rick DiPietro and Giant fan Dave Rothenberg, they're breaking it all down live for you. That's right. You can join ESPN New York's Couchcast, your second screen for the NFL draft, real-time reactions, instant takes, everything New York fans care about, and more. Watch along, react with us, and don't miss a single moment. ESPN New York's Couchcast on draft night, April 23rd at 8 p.m., presented by our good friends at Calandra's Bakery. I know Don's going to be tuned into that. He loves stuff like this.
Oh, yeah.
Loves
the Couchcast?
Loves it.
He'll be watching the Couchcast while he's watching the draft, one on each screen.
Absolutely.
No, you do it.
Want to hear from John Harbaugh?
I love Harbaugh.
How is Harbaugh doing against Jarek Jeter in the Drop Madness?
I'll give you an update by the end here.
Okay. All right. Well, how did the Giants do so far in free agency, Coach?
Started establishing, I think, kind of what we're going to be about as a football team. Free agency, it's about opportunity. You try to build where you can, when you can, with what opportunity presents itself. You can't decide what's going to be available. You can't determine what options are going to be there for you. So the options that are there that fit, that make the most sense. As Ozzie used to always say, the right player at the right price that fits what we're trying to do. That's what we tried to do. I thought we did a really good job of it. It's still a work in progress for sure. I'm really happy with the job. I really pleased with the way it operated. I thought Joe was great. His group was great. Brandon was amazing. Don was great. You just got a really good working group of people in there. I thought we operated at a really high level.
All right, Joe Shane, Brandon Brown. That's the front office that did a lot of the legwork, of course, but it feels like Harbaugh's fingerprints are all over this with some of the Raven influences that we're seeing. How about another Raven influence? How about reuniting with an old friend, an old Giant friend too, Odell Beckham Jr.?
Obvious pat answer would be look at every option, right? And if Odell's an option, then we'll be looking at it for sure. And he and I do talk, and we do text, and we've maintained a really great relationship. He's one of my very favorite people in the world. So it's not like you don't talk to guys about things like that. And certainly we have. We'll just have to see where it all goes. What's best for him, what's best for the Giants. That's the number one thing. It is what's best for our team and any player. If he helps you be a better team and can make you better, then you're going to pursue that. So we'll just have to see where that goes.
Well, the door's open. How would
Why not?
A reuniting of Odell Beckham Jr. back in Giants blue, how would that be received? How would we feel about that? Would that be like obviously it's not, where he is at this point of his career, but it is interesting that he leaves it open, isn't it?
Well, why not? Why not leave it open? Because you don't want to go too far. You're not going to say that's what we're doing.
Well, Odell brought it up, the flag football thing about how he'd love to come back to the Giants, right?
I think he'd actually.
He's over 30 now, 33,
yeah,
30-some.
By the way, I know this sounds crazy to say.
He played too, by the way.
2 years ago, I think. He was out this past year, right? The whole year. Was he out the whole year? Did he play this past year? It's a great question by you.
Well, he did play that year with Baltimore. Had a good year.
Yeah,
with
2 years
Harbaugh.
ago.
So that's that much. At least there's that connection.
But he'd actually be a useful veteran presence now. Honestly,
isn't that amazing?
I mean, it is amazing to say, but respectfully to Darius Slayton, you want someone to kind of help Malik Neighbors. Don't you think Odell could be useful in showing you the things to not do and the things to do at this point? I don't think. Listen, Odell's a Super Bowl champ at this point, guys. He's done his thing. It all worked out for him in the long run. He had good years. He had some bad years, but he won a championship. He's still very famous and beloved in the mainstream. He's done his thing.
So it's amazing for a guy, and again, the catch really put him on the map. He had a personality, a flamboyance about him, right? He had a great first year. He did win a Super Bowl. He did do that with the Rams. He was part of that team. Didn't he? He got hurt that game, right? Didn't he?
Yeah, in the Super Bowl.
Blow the ACL out in that game?
In the Super Bowl, yeah.
It's amazing. But yet, hasn't played in 2 years.
It's played in 2 years.
Yeah, so 2024 was his last year, Miami. So,
no. So he means 1 year. But he only played in 9 games. He was targeted 18 times in 2024.
Yeah, well,
he barely played.
Yeah,
sorry. He had 9 receptions.
He had 2 thrown to him.
So 2 years. Oh, that's fair too.
But it's just one of those things with the Giants that's interesting on many levels, not because can he help? I mean, they've got Darnell Mooney. They've added some pieces already to the wide receiver room with the hope that Neighbors is going to be their star and he's going to be the main guy now that he's healthy and keep him healthy. That's the most important thing. But you know how it is with Odell and the Giants. Odell anywhere else is just, it's Odell. Odell back with the Giants.
Oh, no, it's more of a thing.
It's a thing.
But I don't think it'll be.
You can't treat it like, look, Odell's back, no big deal.
But it's not a.
It's not going to hit like.
But
that.
It's not a risky thing.
I don't think. I'm not saying risky, but it'll get
attention.
That's the thing.
When he talks, it'll get attention.
Everything.
Him being around.
Everything he does will get added attention because it's New York. It's Odell. It's just the way.
By the way, Geno back on the Jets, Odell back on the Giants. What a throwback it could be this year.
2015 all over again.
By the way, you look at those first 5 years.
He was the real deal.
The first 3 years.
Then the
1,312.
No, that first year was insane.
1,413. Yeah. 1,310. Those are the first 3 years.
Then he started proposing to, kicking nets. And, once that started happening, you just felt like you were losing him.
Well, then he got hurt in 17. So he lost that year. Yeah. In 18, he comes back, plays 12 games, 1,000 yards. But also remember, guys, in each one of these years, Eli's getting a little long in the tooth each of those years, too.
Yep.
I distinctly remember.
Actually,
didn't
Geno throw to him? They were teammates, right?
Yeah. That's right.
How about that?
Do you guys remember that the Sunday night game against Dallas when the Giants did absolutely nothing? And their only score, I believe, was like a 6-yard slant that Odell caught and did like 90. Like, there were games where Eli really wasn't the best version of Eli anymore.
Yeah.
And Odell was finding a lot of yak and making things happen for Eli.
Yeah, no, he was a talent. What would he be with the Giants? It's interesting enough, but Harbaugh leaving the door open, probably mostly out of respect. Certainly isn't out of need, but still.
Oh, also, he may have just liked him. Personally, they could have just had a good rapport.
He did. Yeah. No, he made that clear.
Right.
Really loved him. But we all know this offense, the centerpiece of this offense is Jackson Dart. So Harbaugh talked about building this offense around his quarterback.
I want a high-powered offense. I want an offense that scores a lot of points, protects the football, is efficient, is effective, is in sync with all three phases, So what does that mean? It means you build around the players that you have for sure. And so it starts with building a system that is going to be elegant enough to handle all the complicated things that go with attacking defenses nowadays, but simple enough where the players can operate it, in action, in battle, in the heat of battle, just like that in a real effective way. And it's going to be built around what the guys do well. So the good thing about one of the many great things about Jackson Dart is he does so many things so well. I mean, he can live in a lot of different worlds. And if you've watched the offenses that we've had over the last many number of years, it's built around a lot of different elements. And there's a lot of different elements that Jackson can play in. We talk power run, drop back pass, quarterback-driven stuff, RPOs, quick ball out type of completions. He can throw the ball downfield. He can throw it off a play action. I'm not sure what he really can't do, So we're going to try to live in those different worlds and see how it fits all the other guys on the offense.
Now, normally by now, if that was 58 seconds, Don would have wanted to play that out because it is a long cut. But you know what I got out of that? He loves him some Jackson Dart.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that didn't sound like a coach that was, like, just pumping the tires of his young quarterback and we're hoping to see how this works. He clearly loves this kid and all the potential that he has in various ways to play. And him using the word elegant when it comes to a style of play, like, I know everybody wants to tamp down enthusiasm. The schedule is going to be tougher. All the things, I get it. But there's just something brewing with this Giant organization since Harbaugh took over, since Dart became an obvious, we might have hit on one, and with Neighbors getting healthy, and then we'll see what happens in the draft. There's just something.
Now they just need to get Tisch officially up out of here, and everything's on the up.
That was kind of official.
Is it done?
Remember? They were doing the transfer of power where he's no longer the owner.
But do we hear the official? Do we hear that
they I believe they did the transfer to the trust, and he is not considered.
You think
if
I go to the
anymore.
Wikipedia page, he's gone?
See if it is.
All right, look.
In the meantime, your call is 800-919-3776 on the Giants, and of course the Jets. You heard about what Aaron Glenn said about Geno Smith, but also what the latest mock says they'll do with Ty Simpson. Is that more to your liking? On the Knicks, Yankees and Mets back in action today, certainly as well. Your calls, ENN at 6. Stay with us, Don Hahn, Rosenberg, ESPN, New York.
Hey, New York and New Jersey. Commitment issues? No problem. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever, as in for life. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. Pay $25 a month as long as you stay on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
It feels like everyone's sick right now. You aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. I was just traveling. It was like everyone around me was coughing, sneezing, and sick. I can't afford to get sick, and I doubt you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. Having a medical emergency kit is like having urgent care and pharmacy right in your home. It includes essential prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus important antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs, and many more common and serious illnesses. It's your kit the moment you need it. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's genius. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. I can save you $45 when you use my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. Again, save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Knicks fans, it's time to hit the court with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and add a boost of excitement to every New York game day with same-day parlays, live betting options, player props, boosted odds specials, and the best daily promotions in the business. With the BetMGM app at your fingertips, you can experience the excitement of betting on your favorite players and get in on all the blue and orange action as your New York Knicks drive the lane. Find out why basketball fans love BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem in New York? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
ESPN New York Programming Alert. Tomorrow night's Rangers-Devils game can only be heard one place, and that's the ESPN New York app. Don't miss any of the Blue Shirts action against their Cross River rivals.
Fox gets it back. Zibanejad scores on a one-time hammer because Zibanejad with a bomb from the left circle.
Download the ESPN New York app today so you're ready for tomorrow's 7 p.m. puck drop. It's New York Rangers hockey, and it's only on the ESPN New York app. This is a test of the emergency alert system.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
All right, so we have a little special treat right now on the show. If you remember last week's Whiteboard Wednesday, it was what exactly was it? It was Quentin Tarantino
Top
movies?
Quentin Tarantino
Okay,
movies.
so it was just that's all it was.
Name your favorite.
And it was Name Your Favorite, and there was about 6, 7 of them on there, right? 6, 7. And
you can't help yourself, can you?
Chase, I have a daughter who does it all the time. So our intern, Chase Jacoby, he stared at it going, I've never seen any of these. And we all thought, how's this possible? So his homework was, you have all weekend. You have plenty of time. Watch it was 8 of them because it was going to take him 8 days. Watch every single one. Come back, report. We want to know. And Don didn't think he'd do it.
No, he didn't respect him.
Chase is here.
I am.
With proof. He's got a Trapper Keeper filled with handwritten notes with a pen. This is not a millennial. This is not a Gen Z. This is not, what are the other ones? Whatever it is.
Alpha.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
This guy is old school.
Yeah, kicking it old school here.
He used a Bic pen. He has a look at this. Hold it up for the people to see.
Doing the work.
Like spiral bound notebook, like you dream
notes.
about, 7th grade.
All right, well let's hear how many you got to.
All right. Did you watch all 8?
I did.
What?
So he watched all 8. Did you have to consume 2 in a day? Any of that?
So actually, I left Pulp Fiction and Inglourious Bastards for last night. Ended up staying up till 2:45 in the morning to watch them.
God bless. Dedication.
Solely because of the fact that I was told that these were the 2 best of the group.
Okay.
One for
So I stayed up watching all of them.
Okay. All right. So.
And I had a broadcast for baseball at school.
What?
So
you did both.
I did.
That guy's grinding. This is how you make it.
Remember
in this
last time we had interns here, and I asked anything of them. They didn't even come to sing happy birthday to Anthony.
It was tough because all these movies are 2 hours and 45 minutes long.
That's another
They're
thing.
long.
You got to just put in the work. All right. So because we're pressed for time.
Okay.
First and foremost, what was your favorite?
Inglourious Bastards.
Really?
Wow.
All right. Quick synopsis. Why? What'd you love about it?
Let me go to my
He's
notes.
even got it underlined.
Yeah. Let's
I
see.
do. All right.
This is how you prepare.
All right.
All right.
I liked it solely because of the fact that, like, someone who grew up, obviously I'm Jewish, so someone who grew up and obviously knows everything about, like, what had happened and everything like that, being able to have that kind of, like, realization that it's coming, like, into a movie too, and understanding the fact that for someone like me, like, I like the whole aspect of it, and that, like, you know, I like that there's people going out and they're setting plots and plans to kill the Nazis and everything like that. And I like that aspect of it, and I think that ultimately that
it was primal for you.
Yeah, and it kept me on the edge of my seat.
It connected to you because there was something
yes.
primal about it that meant something to you personally.
What do you specifically have in the notes, though? I want to get more specific.
Okay.
So one or two good lines, real quick.
I said, Lieutenant Aldo Rain has a group of soldiers hunt Nazis during World War II.
Okay.
And I said, so Shane sets out to kill the Nazis for her family after she got killed by Hans, a Nazi officer.
Okay.
So I have
just breaking down the synopsis.
She lived in Paris under some fake name Emmanuel and owns a movie theater, and then ended up having like a premiere for like a Nazi movie, essentially.
Yeah.
And one of the Nazi officers came in and there was flammable film that was put into it. Ultimately, locked the doors, blew the whole theater up, and that was it.
There you go. All right, he was in. Because I was questioning whether or not he actually watched the movie.
You want to make sure he saw.
Well, yeah, because the first sentence could have just been like, "Hey, Grok, tell me about Inglourious Bastards." So I want to get more specific.
All right, good for you.
I also like Pulp Fiction.
All right.
Well, I mean, you say that like, I like that too.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction.
It's Pulp Fiction.
That's the coup de grace.
Yeah.
What country you
now,
from? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what?
What was your favorite of the storylines that it went back and forth between in Pulp Fiction? Which storyline?
Yeah, there were many storylines.
Which storyline did you find yourself following the most? Like when they went back to that, you went, "Yeah, this is where I want to be."
It's a good question.
I think so.
Stall tactic when he said "good question." Yeah,
I know what he's doing.
I like it.
It's not a stall tactic.
No. That was very professional of you.
Go ahead.
I think. Well, I was telling Alan today that the Royale with cheese is a great line. I was laughing heavily at that.
Okay.
Yes, well, it's classic.
I would want to sit in that car during that car ride.
Well, not in the back. You would.
You would not want to be
not
in the back.
back, but
no.
like I don't under the glove compartment. Like I would want to be.
So answer the question.
I did.
So which?
You,
no.
that.
You
so
are you saying that? You said you
so
like the Royale with
Travolta and Samuel L.
Yes.
Those two guys. Their story.
Yes. Their story I would like to tail along and follow.
Right.
That was the one you were most interested in.
Right.
Correct.
Keitel comes to clean the car. That
Correct.
whole
Yeah.
It's a wild scene. The whole storyline is crazy. And then of course the diner in the end, which is hysterical.
Yeah. I think that
I'm
one
trying,
in particular,
Ringo. I'm trying real hard to be the shepherd.
I think that one in particular had me laughing the most.
All right. Now you mentioned your dad to me before.
Yeah, I did.
And what was his favorite movie?
Pulp Fiction.
And you said that you've never seen any of these movies. His favorite movie.
Yeah.
How do you not know your father's favorite movie?
That is interesting.
This was his favorite Quentin Tarantino movie.
Okay. It's still It's still one of his favorites.
I can sit here and I can tell you that my dad is also a big sports movie goer like myself. I'm not a huge movie guy.
Yeah, we gathered that.
You gathered that.
That
assuming.
floored me.
I'm assuming that. Okay, so my dad and I we did it while I was growing up for a long time. We always would sit down. You know how they have Rocky Day?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, so we sit down and we watch all those movies and everything like that. Yeah, so I've watched the Rockies maybe like 100
He never once said to you, hey, you know what? Pulp Fiction's on.
You should watch this.
Sit down and watch this with me.
No. There's a few movies that he has, and I just this is when I was younger, and I just lost interest.
It's lame, Dad.
Goodfellas.
Yeah.
No interest.
What?
I had interest, and then I lost it.
Okay.
Few Good Men.
Chase, back to the Pulp. Before we wrap this, we're under a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else besides Pulp Fiction and Glorious Bastards? Give us something else on one of these other movies.
Jackie Brown, like that. Come on.
No. Alan, I want you to. I want him to answer fully.
What is the question?
Just what else? Tell us something about another one that you really enjoyed.
One that really stood out to you. A moment, a scene, a line, a lot of quotables.
Pretend one of us is still suspicious that you may have just copied things off Wikipedia. And you want to tell us something, or ChatGPT, and you want to tell us something interesting and thoughtful about one of those
Now, can I tell you that I was telling Alan earlier, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see Planet Terror?
Planet Terror, the one half of the comic book thingy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I tell you something about
Been
that
a long
one?
time. Sure you can.
Okay, so that one was one of the most obscure movies I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, okay, there is some chemical that ultimately is indulged by people that turns them into monsters or zombies, and then someone's leg gets cut off and turned into a machine gun. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
that's Tarantino though.
He was tripping.
Yeah, but it's just a lot. Like it became a lot.
Yeah, a lot of his stuff is a lot.
But what I will say, and I'll preface this and I'll end it by this. Okay, you both have opened my eyes to new movies.
Wow.
Right. I am not a moviegoer. I obviously.
We've learned that.
Yeah.
So
Again.
I will sit here and I will say,
full command of the obvious.
Now
we do have that.
I will start watching more movies that I might not be familiar with, which is a fair amount of
classics.
Classics.
Because it tells you that they must be good.
You're gonna have to give me some classics though.
There's
some actual good classics.
Well, there's so many. I'm impressed though.
I
Jason
appreciate
Kobe,
you guys.
do you believe him?
I think I do.
This is, A+. Would you give him the grade?
No.
He's got notes.
I'd give him a B+. B+.
You are.
What gets it over the top though?
I would have
he even sucked up to you.
I appreciate that. I would have wanted more thoughtful criticism of the movie. Like the first question we asked, he kind of just regurgitated what the basic story.
He's allowed
everyone
to be a
knows
little
is.
nervous at the beginning.
Listen, Alan. Listen, they don't give these jobs to chimps. I want to prepare people. This is a guy who wants to be involved in the business.
He does.
And when I say the business, guess what? I'm talking about the industry.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to make sure that if he wants to take these steps, he be graded fairly. I think a B+ is a great job. Well, am my socks knocked off on the floor? No, but I'm very impressed that he did the work.
Well, I was impressed with you. I would give you an A+.
Thank
Your
you.
dad
I appreciate that.
might get a B+.
Right.
Yeah, because it's unacceptable.
Unacceptable behavior by a father.
I
We gotta
appreciate
run.
you. Thank you guys.
Thanks,
Chase,
Chase.
great
Good
job by
buddy.
you.
Thank you, guys. I
Don's going to
appreciate
love
it. Thank
this.
you so
We have
much.
ENN.
Mr. LaGreca, thank you.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks a million, guys. I hope you have an awesome rest of the night. We've got the Islanders home over at the UBS Arena, expecting a sold-out crowd against the Penguins. Packed ride on the Cross Island southbound, approaching Hempstead Turnpike from the Bayside Marina in Queens on down. Still not moving much on the inbound Gowanus in Brooklyn. Right before the Prospect, a crash involving a couple of tractor-trailers and a motorcycle. Only the left lane is squeezing by. Your stop there from Fort Hamilton Parkway on through. WWE Monday Night Raw over at MSG. Looking pretty good if you're going to drive into Midtown on the east side of town. No big issues on the FDR in either direction heading over to the 59th Street Bridge. Inbound George going to run you about 20 minutes for both the upper and lower decks. Still have this crash on the Cross Bronx eastbound over by 3rd Avenue blocking the right lane. Best of it's the outbound George, southbound Deegan and Henry Hudson. Outbound Lincoln and Holland Tunnels about 10 to 15 minutes each. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Baseball fans, FanDuel is giving you a chance to call your shot with daily dingers. Joining the action is easy. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game, and if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. It's just another reason why FanDuel is the home of home runs. Judge, Ohtani, Schwarber, Raleigh. There are so many names for you to choose from. Head over to FanDuel.com/local to opt in for daily dingers and make your free pick on who's hitting a home run. FanDuel, an official partner of the MLB. 21 plus and physically present in New York. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes just like the best birthday cake ever. Vanilla, buttery, frosting vibes. It's basically a party in a bottle. And here's the best part. All cake, no sugar. And you know I love my cake. So I get that big birthday energy without any sugar guilt. The bottle's small, easy to toss in my bag, and perfect when I need a quick, tasty caffeine boost to cakeify my day. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
This is an ENN Special Report. Now reporting.
The very handsome Jewish man, Peter Rosenberg.
We should talk some sports. Do what you want. It's ENN.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ENN. Ray Rowe.
You ever watch YouTube?
ENN tonight is brought to you by, wait for it.
You don't know it.
Fanatics Fest NYC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got a new sponsor. And speaking of Fanatics, how about I got some news for you?
What do you have?
Giants legend, you may be familiar. Please get the drop ready.
Let me see.
Giants legend, the greatest giant of all time.
All time, Craig.
Lawrence Taylor.
I've heard of him.
Lawrence Taylor, I said.
LT to you and me.
That's not what I meant. Will be heading to Fanatics Fest NYC 2026.
Wow.
I said Lawrence Taylor, folks.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good. We got it.
All right. No worries.
We're on it. We're on it. Dave Rothenberg will be there. I
wonder if he will go to meet LT.
Just window licking.
But he'll also be alongside fellow NFL icons like Joe Montana.
I've heard of him.
Jerry Rice.
He's pretty good.
Barry Sanders.
Oh, wow. Yeah, heard of that guy.
Chris Carter.
Yep.
Ray Lewis.
Sure.
The 6 Hall of Famers all on site signing autographs, taking photos at Fanatics Fest when it's back at the Javits Center on July 16th to 19th.
LT, it's Don LaGreca. How are you?
All right, fine, Don. How's happened to you?
No, it's doing real well. Now, tell me, how much of the Giants have you been able to watch this year?
Wait.
Actually, I don't watch a whole lot. I've seen them several times.
Okay. Not only can they not speak English, he also is not watching the team.
Didn't it sound like LT was struggling to enunciate, then it infected Don?
Oh, yeah, and then they both had it.
And they both couldn't enunciate for a minute?
The Javits Center, the 16th through the 19th, Fanatics Fest is going to be NFL royalty. Yep. It's going to be incredible, all right? So you are going to love everything happening at Fanatics Fest, and thank you for bringing us ENN today. Also, I'd like to start off by saying good evening to Don.
You know what? We've got to service the fraud as well.
And to Alan.
403 in the big city with Don LaGreca and a chair. Yeah.
And good evening to myself.
Clean day?
Me sue, you sue, we all sue for I screw. Good evening to myself and Jacob.
It felt like music for kids.
Yeah, I was a big kids guy, though.
Yeah, of course you were. It's tough.
Some things you just probably should keep to yourself.
And Anthony.
Oh, hey, guys.
And to LT.
No, it's doing real well.
All right, fine, Don. How's happened to you?
It's just, knowing it now in retrospect, how nervous Don clearly was. It's early in his career doing interviews, and he has LT on the line.
LT, it's Don LaGreca. How are you?
All right, fine, Don. How's happened to you?
No, it's doing real well. Now, tell me, how much of the Giants have you been?
He went mealy-mouthed. He just couldn't.
It's.
It happens, man. It happens.
Listen, it happened to Michael saying goodbye to Greeny.
It's hard to believe that he would lose his cool in such an easy moment like that.
Saying goodbye to Greeny?
Right? Like, it's Greeny.
Thank you, my friend, and I will see you soon. Say hi to everybody.
All right, be well. You say hello too.
Okay, take care, Michael. It's Michael K. with me here.
How can he do? He's one of the great broadcasters. He really is. I swear. I think Michael Kay is one of the great talk shows you'll ever hear.
Yeah.
And he could not say goodbye to his friend.
Just couldn't figure out.
Just a
how to
phoner.
Easily just go, thanks, Mike. You too. Take care. Thanks, Greeny.
Could not find it. No chance.
Yeah,
not even close.
It happens to the best of us, as you can see.
Now
Greeny almost lost it on Get Up this morning.
Oh, really? What happened?
He's just simply doing a transition from one topic into another, which he has done seamlessly for
That's what he does.
99% of his
literally
career.
what he does.
And all of a sudden, he caught something in his throat, and he had like a Chris Carlin moment.
Oh, boy.
And he had to grab, and he was by himself on the desk. We weren't in, like, it wasn't our segment. So he cannot finish the segment.
No.
Can't do the bump, grabs for a bottle of water.
No, where is this? I need this.
It was this morning.
Was it bad enough that someone could have clipped it and put it up on Twitter?
It wasn't awful because he fought through it. It wasn't Carlin, but it was heading to Carlinville. And
You never want to go to Carlinville.
No. He was able to jam on the brakes and make the exit.
My favorite part.
But I said the best, it happens to the best. Just so anybody listening knows, anyone can get got in this business.
The best part about this.
This is college football.
Holding his breath.
That's not an action, though, right now, but there is action happening for another 10 minutes. You can vote. DHR on ESPN. Have your voice heard right now.
Let's
All
go.
right? Right now. Drop Madness is going on. Okay? I didn't come into work today and have my wife hate my guts so we cannot have good votes on Drop Madness, folks.
Right. Make it worth it. Make it worth the hate.
We have this. Rick Pitino has signed a new deal with St. John's, confirmed on Sunday.
Yeah, that was coming.
Yeah, they're happy with things.
He's the best thing that's happened to them in a long time.
They're good. Through 29-30.
Okay.
He's 73.
He's coaching this to this is his last job.
Probably.
He's good. He said it. This is the only place he wants to be. Other places might try to, come get him, and no. He's home. He's happy here. And as long as it's a well-funded program, which it is, there's no reason for him to leave. He's got the garden back in the palm of his hand. He loves this.
I was having a conversation with Ballard the other day. Yeah. When you look at Pitino, I was watching him on Friday night. And, I mean, his suit just looks like it cost $10,000. Roach, I'm sure it did. The fit is just, no one could be as much themselves as Rick Pitino is Rick Pitino.
Calipari.
So that's the funniest
Cal
thing.
comes close.
No, so here's the funniest thing.
What's that?
I go, no one could be as Rick Pitino as Rick Pitino. He's only Rick Pitino. And Ballard said, except he is also one other person. And I went, John Calipari. They're like different versions. They're alternate. By the way,
Cal feels like, I don't want to say like a Timu version because he's not. He's had great success.
He's very close.
But you know what? It's not a knockoff, but it's sort of like.
He's just Pitino adjacent.
He's
Pitino adjacent.
It's like Pitino light.
And by the way, both of them could be dishes at an Italian restaurant you love. I'm going to do the Calipari. He's having the Pitino. Either way, it's a great meal.
You going baked Pitino?
I'm going to have the baked Pitino.
I'm going to have the fried
Calipari, the baked Pitino and the fried Calipari. And by the way, both dressed in $10,000 suits. You know their shoes cost $5,000.
You're going to have the Izzo after?
No.
We're going to. I might try that Izzo after. I've heard the Izzo's good here.
Wait, who can add in one more? Throw it. Give me one more that fits.
Massimino?
No, I'm not going Massimino.
That's too far.
It's not it. I'm trying to. But man, those are good ones. And Izzo is an appetizer. I like the Izzo to start.
He's been around forever.
Yeah, but the fried Calipari, and the baked Pitino, you can't go wrong. But they really are. They're just so their brands.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes, they are. They're characters of themselves.
Yes.
But they're themselves.
Yeah, and it's legit. And it's like they don't look like Pitino still looks like $1 million.
Yeah.
Like he still looks like the Pitino
I
I
interviewed him
remember.
a couple of times on MSG during the season when he came to some Knicks games.
Of course you did.
Go ahead. Yep. And I had the opportunity just in a small talk, stand with him, waiting for our the time to come up when we come back from break. And first of all, he's always like incredibly patient and engaged. Like a lot of guys, like how long do I have to wait? One time he walked across the court to come over to me, so I really appreciated that. But standing with him and talking to him, if you told me he was 73 years old, I wouldn't believe you.
Yeah, he's got
a vibrance about him and an energy about him and an ease about him right now. It's like he's the man.
All right, there's so many different ways to go here. We're talking about it.
Let's be about it.
If you're late to the program,
mm-hmm.
Let's play you the call from one of the great college basketball endings of all time, especially if you hate Duke as much as so many of us do. Here's the call from UConn radio.
Now I head to Caden Boozer, and a steal. Mullins gets it. It's Caravan to Mullins, long-range three. Oh! It went in! Mullins delivers. Bedlam here.
They're going to go to the monitor to review it.
Absolute bedlam as Mullins threw a 45-footer in.
The great Mike Crispino. Crispy to you.
Crispy to you and me. Can you imagine? That has to be for someone like him. One of the great moments you ever get to have as a broadcaster.
He was Knicks radio voice for a long time.
Yeah, but how many moments like that did the Knicks have?
When he was calling Knicks games, they weren't.
Yeah, not a lot of those.
That's a good point.
Let's hear the call on the Duke side of things.
Get it in, they do for Boozer. Bobbled it, back for Starr. Needs to get rid of it, does for Caden. 7 seconds, trying to throw it ahead, deflected. Stolen by Connecticut. 2 seconds, it's Mullins up top for the win. Oh, he hit it. With 0.3 of a second to go. Malachi Smith ran off the bench. That should be a technical. But with 0.3 of a second to go, Connecticut has the lead, 73-72.
We had Malachi on the show earlier. We asked him about that call and him running off the bench, and Malachi confirmed to us I was very much in the game at that moment.
Yeah, he was not.
I did not run off the bench.
He was definitively in the game, but if there
really
was
funny.
going to be a moment though for a technical,
yeah,
you really think it would have been on Coach Hurley?
You mean the headbutt?
Going. What? So what's your theory on it?
My theory is he knows the ref a long time.
Yeah, good or bad?
No. I think it's just knowing the ref, and he's, look, is he a stable human? No college coach is a stable human being, right? You can't be. So he was in a moment, and then he saw they must have made eye contact, and he probably was just messing with him. Like, what about that? Like, what about that? Like, whatever it is, he was caught in a very public situation in a very private moment. That's what I think. He didn't realize what he was doing there.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
I think he was just out of his mind.
I don't think.
And the ref was probably like
stop.
Dan,
all right, buddy, chill. I know. That's the part is that a lot of people are jumping right to.
These guys know each other.
That's what I'm saying. You don't
coach them for years. You know these refs.
There's some of them that they're legitimately very friendly. They work together. You have to think of it. Don't forget. At the end of the day, they work together.
They're co-workers, with different roles.
They're co-workers at a job.
Understood.
So I really don't think, because I could see that he was smiling. He was not really like, he was having fun.
Anything more than just.
If anything, it was inappropriate because it was overly friendly. That's my feeling.
That
they were being too goofy together, and the ref wasn't calling the game for them. Obviously, he just was like, he knew the ref well, and was like, "Can you believe we just did that? We did it."
If you ask me what really
That's
happened
what it
there,
was.
I think he looked him in the eye like, "Can you believe that?"
And the ref's like, "Whoa!"
And the ref's like, "I don't."
So he's not going to tech him up and cost him the game when he's being silly.
But
I see how you can see it.
Crazy.
I'm glad you and I are in lockstep on this.
Yeah.
Let's hear from the hero. He was 0 for 4 from 3 when Braylon Mullins knocked the shot down.
I mean, I think that last possession, it was just we were trying to foul the worst free throw shooter on the floor, and Silas ended up deflecting the pass to the other end of the floor, and it's just I had the ball, and I know AK had just hit one, so I threw him at 4 seconds left, and man, he just threw the ball back to me. I knew I had to put one up, so man, I'm just happy that was the one that went down tonight.
Think about this is a coach's son. Legitimately, he's a coach's son.
Mm-hmm.
But you could tell he's a coach's son by the way he just broke down everything that happened, including him being aware of the time and the situation. All of it. The fact that a teammate, he's the guy that just hit a big one. I wanted to get him the ball because I knew he was hot. I saw there was 4 seconds on the clock. Like he's thinking all the things that are happening, processed all of it, and was able to recall all of it. Not, I don't know, the ball just came in my hand, I just shot it. Like, some guys will say that. And they innocently, that's how they felt. It was just all reaction. It just happened. He's like, no, process the whole thing. Knew exactly what was happening, and I can tell you everything that happened in detail from the turnover. That's a coach's son. That's a high IQ player. It's very impressive.
The fact
for a young guy, it's very impressive.
Just if you watch the play again, which I've watched it probably 30 times, and I'll probably watch it another 30.
That's going to be viewed a ton.
If you watch it, you see the way he gives up the ball immediately, knowing it's the smart pass, and then is ready when he gets it back. It's just It's one of the great finishes of all time.
And Jake, the Duke player that defended the shot, his name?
Isaiah Evans.
And what's his Instagram?
Get a hand up.
Did he get his hand up?
Oh, no.
He had neither hand up.
That was a great drop on Jacob, by the way.
His IG handle.
No. Well, guess what?
Is get a hand up. And
well, now his Twitter handle is going to be.
No, it's doing real well.
Or maybe the Calipari. He's having the Pitino.
All right, Von Dunn. Help 7-2.
Yeah, it sucks.
How tough is that?
Well,
for
how about
that
this?
kid?
Caden Boozer is the one who takes the blame.
Not throwing the ball over. Should have been strong with the ball. Cost our team our season.
He took. Well, I mean, how would you take it? He throws like the lollipop over the top kind of throw instead of just.
He panicked. It was a panic.
Either foul me or I'm going to split. I'm going to ball fake and split you both, and then I got two guys wide open down the court, or throw it in the air as high as you can.
No,
there wasn't any time left on the clock.
He completely panicked and pooped the bed.
I feel bad for him, though.
Now, I'll tell you who I don't feel bad for. And, Alan, you got to lay out on this because you're biased. He's your friend. Carlos Boozer, guys. Did you guys see Friday night him waving bye-bye to the St. John's crowd? I'm like,
there was some taunting going on.
I'm like, my man, you're not on the team anymore. I know it because him and I were in school at the same time.
But
believe me, it was my proud Maryland alumni who threw bottles in his family.
He birthed the two boys.
They're playing in the game. He didn't birth them, I don't think.
I guess.
Listen, I know they used IVF, but I don't think that's how the technology works.
Created. Yeah.
It'd
be amazing if he did.
I think it was still his wife, but
I used the wrong terminology, but you got what I meant.
I get what you mean.
He helped create those boys.
Correct. So you're not a kid anymore. You shouldn't be waving bye-bye to the other team. So I took it especially. I had a nice moment laughing to see the shock and awe. They really got Leitner. There's no other way to look. They are the owners, that fan base, of the greatest buzzer beater highlight in the history of the sport.
Probably.
And now number 2 or 3 was done back to them.
Yeah.
You gotta love it karmically.
Of course.
And I don't even hate this Duke team. I don't know
but if
the
you
Boozer
are
kids.
in
They
the
seem like nice
tournament enough,
kids.
it's going to happen.
Has to.
Right? And they got.
Too bad it wasn't St. John's to get them.
Yeah.
Would have loved if it was Ejiofor hitting that shot instead, but it is what it is. At least we get UConn.
Pray, maybe,
listen, neither
was making threes.
UConn and St. John's. I didn't go to either one, but we're all happy to have someone close to the area on board.
They'll be back. St. John's will be back.
Let's hear from Darren Muji on adding Geno Smith in free agency.
Geno, we had a lot of good discussions about Geno. Obviously, you guys know Geno well, too, and his familiarity here in New York. But last year, we evaluated Geno as well and had good grades on him and had some guys that were familiar with him and felt he would be a good fit for what we're doing moving forward.
People are so down on this initially, but I do think there's a cool story about it with an opportunity for Geno to finish it the right way after he had matured. We talked about all the quarterbacks that have gotten away from the Jets and they became better once they left, and none of it benefited the Jets after the fact. Could this be the story of a player that did go away, figured it out, got right, and before it was over, came back to give the Jets something? Maybe.
One more NFL story on our way out. On our way out here, we have the NFL owners.
Yeah,
they're currently alarmed by the state of negotiations with the Refs Association.
Yes,
and they've authorized staff members to begin hiring and onboarding replacement officials. I never understand. By the way,
we've had this before,
but I never understand how things can be so bad in March.
Well, that's also a negotiating tactic.
Yeah, what am I thinking? This is why I'm not smart and you are. Of course it is. Do you really need to figure it out in March?
All right, we met. It didn't go well.
You know what? We're going to go find us a replacement.
We don't like this, and we're getting close to the season.
We're
only 5 months away.
You guys want $500 a game? Well, we better bring in some replacement refs.
Tell you what, we're going to start activating the replacements.
What do you think these guys get paid?
How do
they do?
The full-time guys?
Yeah.
Six figure.
But how? That's a wide range, 6 figures.
Well, I mean, they're not making 900, but I think some of them make in the range of.
Well, they're only working also half the year.
They still the full-time guys.
Yeah, the full-time guys, but they still work half the year.
Yeah, but during the week they have to work during the season.
Right.
Yeah,
So
they're doing work.
The average NFL official earned $385,000 in 2025.
That's a fair number. It's not bad. It's not what Jake makes, but it's pretty good.
I might have to be a replacement ref.
By the way, Jake, let me tell you, if you get the opportunity, please go.
Yeah.
I say that as a love for you.
Yes.
Peace and love.
First time I ever root for an official.
But just know that if you get too far in the process and they're about to hire you, I'm putting this out.
It felt like music for kids.
Yeah, I was a big kids guy, though.
Yeah, of course you were.
It's never going away.
No, it's doing real well.
All right, real quick, I want to give a shout-out to our winner of the NXT tickets. Going to be in the building tomorrow, Zachary Munisteri, which I also order with my Pitino and my Calipari.
Oh,
the Munisteri?
I haven't tried that yet.
Yeah, you got to get the baked Izzo to start, and then you get the Munisteri. It
Munisteri, right? Oh, although I've heard it's pronounced Munister.
Munisteri. By the way, neither of us, you're not. Alan, are you Italian at all?
No.
We need Anthony to jump in on this joke. I'm starting to feel it's offensive.
Is
Anthony,
it offensive?
Is this bad?
Well, is it okay if like part of my family is Italian?
What part? I just said, are you Italian? And you're like, nope.
Well,
I think it's funny.
Not blood. Not blood.
Well, then it's not your family.
But it's not my aunt.
What's your aunt? Your dad's wife?
My dad's brother's wife.
I don't know if that counts. I don't know if that's enough to keep us.
So that whole side, like it's.
I don't know if that counts for us.
You're not gonna.
How about this?
You're not gonna give it to me.
How about my wife's name?
Zach's in the chat and said, "Holy blank, I won."
Hey, Zach, good for you, bro.
Really?
You got it. Zach Munisteri.
Hey, Munisteri.
Oh, Munisteri.
All right, I'm the one crossing the line.
By the way, my wife's name is Amrossi. It sounds Italian, if that counts for anything.
I'll go with it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have some drop madness
Results.
to update you with.
Here we go.
The winners are in. Sorry, Alan. The 3 seed advances.
Harbaugh.
Richards Harbaugh, a 53-47 winner over Jarek Jeter.
We gave it a run.
Yeah, Harbaugh moves on, but good news, Alan.
Yeah.
Because in the funny region, the 11 seed with a comeback win.
If he was that bad.
53-47 over Don's filth bag.
Why is the
You're a filth bag.
Why is
you're a sex-starved filth bag?
I don't know why Southern Allen is.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
All right, but
I'm here at my family.
We go to the troubling region where, sorry, Anthony, a big win for Anthony.
Before.
I want it to lose. I don't want to hear.
No.
I do not want that to win drop madness.
I think people want this to win, even though it shouldn't win.
It's going to keep going.
This is. Remember the guy? The rent is too damn high.
Yeah.
Like people just wanted to vote for him.
It's against you, suck, Pusick. So now we're going to see: do people hate me?
Or do they really hate you?
Or do they really hate me?
Big Elite Eight. Big Elite Eight.
Yeah. If they love you but they hate you, they're going, you suck, Pusick. If they really hate you, they want.
I don't think people think very highly of me, so it's probably going to be the other.
Well, based on Don's behavior the last 5 days, that's the troubling.
Very true. I think he voted a lot today.
Now this I got to tell you, I'm really sad to see Zach Zarba go. Hell of a drop.
Oh no!
But Griffin, a big 69-31 winner.
No.
That's a big week for UConn all around.
Right?
Brewster advances as well. That's Drop Madness. We're off to the Elite Eight, and that'll do it for ENN, brought to you by Fanatics Fest NYC. Fanatics Fest returns to the Javits Center July 16th and 19th. Aaron Judge, Jalen Brunson, John Cena, and so many more at the world's largest sports fan festival. Tickets available now at fanaticsfest.com.
Sweet 16, you say? I thought we were already into the Elite Eight.
No, Sweet 16.
Oh, sorry.
Working our way.
The same weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sweet 16 Elite Eight. You get the idea.
We'll be there soon. Don't worry.
Nobody said
sorry about that.
There would be math. But they did say there'd be calls. 800-919-3776. We'll get to your calls. Also, what we saw last night in Oklahoma City with the Knicks, what to expect with the Yankees is now they moved their series from the Giants, where the pitching looked fantastic, and now in Seattle to take on the Mariners. Later start for them. Mets and the Cardinals, that's also a little bit later on as well in St. Louis at, I believe, 7:45 first pitch. So all that and more coming up next. Hahn, Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Attention, New York Verizon mobile customers. Score a massive win with award-winning Fios home internet for an incredible $20 a month, guaranteed for 3 years. Switch today for savings you can count on. Call 1-800-VERIZON now. For new Fios customers with autopay, mobile and home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. 3-year price guarantee applies to the Fios base monthly rate only. Additional terms apply.
Tonight on SNY, Francisco Lindor and the Mets head west to open their series against the Cardinals in St. Louis. Coverage begins with Mets pregame tonight at 7 p.m. on SNY and streaming live on the MLB app.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Let me say this. If you're an experienced superintendent in Jersey and you know you're better than the situation that you're in, Tricon Construction wants to talk. They're building serious multifamily, medical, and industrial projects across the state, and they're looking for leaders, not babysitters, real projects, real support, real backing from ownership. If you're ready to step into something bigger, go to triconbuilds.com/careers. That's triconbuilds.com/careers. And yes, it's confidential.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
Gold and silver prices are soaring and near all-time highs. If you want to get cash in your hands for your old jewelry, now is the time. Get the most competitive prices at the Estates Roadshow. Old rings, chains, and even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. 3 locations this week: Staten Island, Old Bridge, and Toms River. Bring your gold, silver, coins, diamonds, and watches, even broken pieces, and get cash on the spot. There's never been a better time to sell. No appointments, no fees, no pressure. Just friendly professional buyers with over 35 years in the business. Go to the Estates Roadshow Monday through Friday in Staten Island at the Hilton Garden Inn, and Friday through Tuesday in Old Bridge at TMT Cash for Gold, the bright yellow building on Route 9 South, or TMT Cash for Gold in Toms River on Route 37, corner of Hooper Avenue, just off the Garden State. For more info, follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook or go to tmtcashforgold.com.
Talk about stepping up.
It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
All right, don't mind us. We are looking at, believe it or not, and this is not a joke, the NHL standings. Don is not here, but Peter and I are very invested. Why? Isles Gwynns tonight.
Oh, like you dream about.
At UBS. Big game. Big game. And by the way, Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time...
I like that. It's totally time.
Sure is. Coverage of Mets Cardinals. That immediately follows us on 880 at 7. As we mentioned, the Isles hosting the Gwynns, the Penguins at 7 as well. And what's the point differential right now?
1.
Well, that's
Islanders 89, Penguins 88.
So this is an important game in the standings.
To you and me.
When it comes to the playoffs. Both of them fighting for wild card, maybe more. Yankees visiting the Mariners tonight in Seattle. And that is a 9:40 first pitch. Meanwhile, some ESPN New York programming alerts here. Tomorrow night's Rangers-Devils game can be only heard in one place. That place, ESPN New York's app. Don't miss any of the Blue Shirts' action against their Cross River rival. Download the ESPN New York app today so you don't miss it, so you're ready for tomorrow's 7 p.m. puck drop. It's the Rangers hockey. It's New York Rangers hockey, and it's only on the ESPN New York app. So tomorrow it'll be like, where's the Ranger game? Can't find the Ranger game. We told you.
It's on the app.
It's on the app.
We said it.
We said it. We told
the right
you it's
thing.
there. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Last call crew, 800-919-3776. We got Steve in Queens. What's up, Steve?
Hi, guys. Thanks for taking the call. I have a suggestion when Don gets back.
Okay.
And that is a top five with of the Yankees and the Mets. Not all time. I'm talking about with all the stuff about Jeter not being clutch compared to, Judge not being clutch, et cetera, have him do a top five of the top five Yankees, the top five Mets over the since 2000.
Since 2000.
Only since 2000. Forget about Ruth Gehrig, DiMaggio,
Right.
Mantle,
So just
Berra.
modern era, this century, Mets and Yankees.
This century. Just keep it to that.
Okay.
Because you'll never, because I'm an old guy.
Right.
I'll never give up on Mantle and all those other guys. But
No, you can't.
You should do one. He should do one week on the Yankees or maybe 1 week on the Mets. Just my programming suggestion.
Okay.
And thank you very much and have a happy holiday.
Okay, well, happy holiday. I'm equipped to do this.
I think you are. I don't know why he's looking right past you. That's the thing I don't like.
Anthony, you were alive during the 21st century, right?
Last I checked.
So you could do this too. Do you want to try a little top five Yankees of the 21st century?
Yeah, sure. I think we could do it.
Okay.
Why not?
CC Sabathia, that's an easy one.
Sure.
That's right there for you.
All right, that's a wheelhouse one. Easy. Does Derek Jeter?
I feel like
Derek Sanderson Jeter did play.
I feel like Jeter and Rivera have to count.
A majority of it. So he's in there. Mo is in there.
Guess what? Judge is in there.
A-Rod.
A-Rod's probably in there.
Right, got to be, right?
A-Rod and Judge.
A-Rod. I mean, how could it not be Judge?
The point that Steve was making was like he can't be considered, which he didn't say to you guys, was the Judge can't be considered a top Yankee ever.
All-time Yankee?
Right, because he hasn't won.
Well, that does come with it, though. When you're a Yankee.
He might end up going down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, right-handed hitter of all time.
Right.
So it would be interesting if he didn't end up near the top five New York Yankees.
This is where a lot of people have got to just chill the hell out when it comes to the Judge conversation. If we're having an honest conversation, and you're talking all time, meaning 100 years of Yankee baseball, don't you think that whether or not he has a World Series championship should matter when you're comparing him to the careers of others who do have championship or championships? Am I wrong or right to say
no,
that?
but his career's not over yet.
It's not over yet, but yeah, you can't say he'll never be compared. But right now, I don't
as we live and breathe.
Can you put him ahead of Ruth? Can you put him ahead of Gehrig?
No.
Can you put him ahead of Mantle?
No.
Can you put him ahead of DiMaggio?
No.
The answer to all those questions is probably no.
No.
Yeah, but that's not even just the World Series.
Now, you could argue, well, they played in a different league in a different time and all that stuff. That's you can't fault those guys for that. The situation they were in, they dominated. Right? They dominated. So I'm trying to
But
think.
are any of those players not ahead of him, even without the World Series?
Numbers-wise?
So, like, DiMaggio's ahead of him regardless, no? Or is it you're not saying it's the championship?
You got to go with numbers.
All right, Mantle's ahead of him,
Like, to me, the only comparison is first 10 seasons, right, for all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you don't know what went after that. But I do think, though, playing in big moments, playing in the big games, coming through with big hits, all those things, I think that stuff does matter. And first of all, this is a superficial conversation. This is not based on any type of fact. It's based on opinion.
Of course.
And so I think the majority of opinion would be that he does not replace any of the four names I just gave you. Is there a fifth name that we can consider that he couldn't pass? Is it Yogi? Is it can't be Reggie. Wasn't here long enough.
No, it's not Reggie.
Jackson.
No, Judge is ahead of
Are
him.
we looking for pitchers? Are we talking about Whitey Ford? Are we talking about Guidry? Are we looking there? Is there anybody other than Jeter that you could say goes ahead of Judge? Because, I mean, the argument is Judge is a better player than Jeter.
Well, let's not start this.
But but I'm saying
right.
that's your argument. But Jeter has won.
Many champions.
So do you put Jeter ahead on that list? Is that the guy that replaces him? This is what he wanted to do. We did there's no way Judge isn't on the top 5 of the 21st century. But all-time Yankees? We have 4 that he's not replacing. Is there a 5th I'm forgetting?
Did you say Mariano?
I did not say Mo on the all-time Yankee list.
Stuff. You're talking about maybe the most important player.
Most clutch player in the... You could argue.
During the biggest moment, arguably, of the history of the franchise.
Wouldn't you say, how clutch was he? Even though he was caught in 2 moments where he wasn't clutch. 97 and obviously 2001. But in other situations, he was.
Well, listen, you can't... Every moment of a career... is there a closer in history?
No.
Who didn't? No. That's
no,
sometimes...
nobody that was perfect.
By the way, speaking of closers...
What?
I forced to choose, I prefer the Mets to the Yankees, right? In my fraud baseball fanship, I lean more Mets. I follow the Mets a bit more. I don't follow them.
Now,
more.
why?
I pull
can
for
I
them
ask?
more.
What is it? They're more entertaining. They're more
they're just a little more blue collar,
salt of the earth.
He was an Orioles fan at one point.
Yeah,
maybe
that'll do it.
Yeah, I was. Well, no, and if the Orioles, the Orioles would still be my top team, and there's the AL East. I just can't. The Yankees are the Yankees.
I get it.
You know,
I get it.
But so I don't like to clown the Mets, and the Mets have done a good job. Did you guys see how fire the Dodgers made Diaz's entrance?
Oh man.
Did you see?
Oh, really? I saw people panicking.
What?
What?
Yes.
Do we have it? Can we play it?
They called it like Timo version of.
Of
what?
Well, it's not Timmy Trumpet.
I've seen a bunch of people.
Who is it? No, it's not Timmy Trumpet. It's an actual trumpet.
They got
a human playing
but Timmy
it
Trumpet
rather
did
than
play the trumpet. Wait,
dopey Mr. Met in a plastic trumpet. Give me a break.
Yep.
That was
badass, right?
Totally badass.
Wait, hold on, real quick. The Timmy Trumpet was a song, and they played the song in the building.
Yeah.
The Dodgers hired a musician
who played
to play it live. And then not only that, the way the lights go out and the whole, it just feels electric.
Citi Field did that too.
But that just, it hit big.
Take a listen. It's going to sound the same.
The live playing,
but this is a live musician.
It is different.
It also looks different when the director cuts to her.
Yeah,
and it's not Mr. Met.
They're going to do that every game?
Why not?
I would think so.
Would you, if you were a trumpet player and they said, "Hey,
I'm not knocking
we
the
need
trumpet
you to
player.
come
She
to
did a
every
great job.
game, and just in case he comes out, you play."
Realistically,
I get to go to every home game. Yeah, I'm good.
Realistically, they're spending $250 80 times a year to have her probably there. Hey, you're going to be there. You might do nothing.
You might never work,
but you might play one song.
Yeah.
So yeah, you mind coming? We'll give you 2 tickets every game. Hang out.
Yeah.
Late in the game,
Anthony, we bring you down.
We'll bring you in a position, and that's where you. Okay, cool.
What's your job? Oh, I play the trumpet.
Just don't get too drunk. Don't get too drunk. You need to be able to play the song.
It's like Dodgers down 8-0. You're like, well,
she's doing the 9 dogs, 9 beers thing.
I know I'm not going to be playing this trumpet, so what the hell?
Let's get
go.
wasted.
And then it's like all of a sudden it's 9-8 Dodgers.
I thought it looked awesome and sounded awesome.
Come out. It did. It was great. Why wouldn't you like something like that? I don't know. Maybe it's just a hate.
In retrospect,
yeah.
There is a scenario here that we didn't talk about a lot. Do you realize that if the Mets do what the Mets should do based on who they have on paper, they were to actually compete in a real way in the NL, which I think is possible? Do you know how brutal it would be to get to the NLCS?
And then he comes out.
And then you remember, oh yeah, we gave this guy up. We got to deal with him right now. Oh my!
Now, again, they didn't give him up.
No, he wanted to go.
You up.
He did.
And he also left the door open to come back one day because his whole thing was, yeah, this is a fling. I've always wanted to do this. I'm going to do this for my family. I'll come back. He did say that.
In the meantime,
he
though,
almost
something nasty could happen in the meantime.
But he almost suggested that he went to the Dodgers because it was one of those things
Oates.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do this. This is my one chance to do it. So I thought, let me go for it. I could be back. I'd love to be back, but I need this right now.
1-800-919-3776. Last call crew.
Yep.
We want to talk to you to close this thing out. And right now, guys, new FanDuel customers get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days. Here's how it works. You place any bet with FanDuel using your bet reset token, and if it doesn't win, you'll get up to $300 back in bonus bets every single day for 10 straight days. So visit FanDuel.com/local to sign up today. FanDuel, play your game, 21 and over, physically present in New York. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable and expire 7 days after receipt. Tokens are received in increments of 1 per day. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hi, this is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. I've talked about how a construction accident took my father's leg. The heavy prosthetic he wore looked nothing like the high-tech limbs we have today. It was crude wood and metal, held together by bolts that dug into his skin and left painful ulcers. But the thing I remember about my dad is how he never complained. He put on his prosthetic leg and he went to work. He coached my baseball teams, danced, sang karaoke, and even loved to travel. He may have limped, but he always held his head up high and he lived with dignity. At D'Agostino & Associates, I spent over 35 years building a law firm that helps accident victims and those in need of their Social Security disability benefits. We fight till our clients get the money and dignity they deserve. So call us today at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey. So don't tell me personal injuries aren't personal. I know what they can cost a family. I've been there, and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino Law. Bite Back.
It feels like everyone's sick right now. You aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. I was just traveling. It was like everyone around me was coughing, sneezing, and sick. I can't afford to get sick, and I doubt you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. Having a medical emergency kit is like having urgent care and pharmacy right in your home. It includes essential prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus important antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs, and many more common and serious illnesses. It's your kit the moment you need it. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's genius. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. I can save you $45 when you use my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. Again, save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Start spreading the news. New York Yankees baseball is back in the Bronx. Come out to Yankee Stadium on Saturday, April 4th for a Yankee Stadium promotional giveaway tradition. Calendar night. The first 40,000 in attendance will receive a New York Yankees calendar courtesy of MasterCard. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com/tickets. Again, it's Yankees calendar night on Saturday, April 4th against the Miami Marlins. Visit Yankees.com/tickets today.
Listen, I know the mentality. You try to play through pain and walk it off. Push through one more day. But when it comes to neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, that's a losing game. That's when you call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he focuses on non-surgical solutions that get real results. No cuts, no downtime, no dependence on pain meds. He builds you a custom game plan for you so that you can move better, feel better, and live pain-free. Same day or next day appointments are available. Visit SandwellPain.com. Stop managing pain. Start beating it.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code VAN for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code VAN for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code VAN.
ESPN New York programming alert. Tomorrow night's Rangers-Devils game can only be heard one place, and that's the ESPN New York app. Don't miss any of the Blue Shirts action against their Cross River rivals.
Fox gets it back. Zibanejad scores on a one-time hammer because Zibanejad with a bomb from the left circle.
Download the ESPN New York app today so you're ready for tomorrow's 7 p.m. puck drop. It's New York Rangers hockey, and it's only on the ESPN New York app.
All right, before we get to the last call crew at 800-919-3776, let's do another Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time,
It's totally time.
I feel like the Wilma one is my favorite. Coverage of Mets Cardinals immediately follows us here in just a few minutes on 880 at 7. Islanders hosting the Penguins. It's a big game in the standings. That's at 7 o'clock at UBS. And the Yankees visit the Mariners in Seattle at 9:40. They'll stay out west. Also, for those who will be looking for Rangers-Devils tomorrow night, we give you a programming alert. The Rangers-Devils game tomorrow night can be heard in one place and one place only. That is the ESPN New York app. Don't miss any of the Blue Shirts action against their Cross River rival. Download the ESPN New York app today so you have it and you're ready for tomorrow's 7 p.m. puck drop. It's New York Rangers hockey, and it's only on the ESPN New York app.
It's right in your app.
It is. Tullamore Dew, the original
Every
triple
time
distilled.
it plays,
Triple blended.
I get nervous.
Triple cash matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Why didn't It's in Your app get into Drop Madness?
Yeah, was that why didn't it not? That
I thought that was a pretty effective.
That's certainly more than flanger, stranger.
Hey, listen, look, I can't control the committee. They
that would not be in that bracket.
Oh, so what would that be in?
Would it be troubling?
Funny. That would be
troubling. Maybe,
no,
yeah.
funny. No,
being troubling.
I feel like it's funny.
Hey, listen, it didn't get the right Corsi score or Ken Palm or whatever else. So what can we do? Matt on Long Island noticed something about baseball lately.
Good
Matt,
for him, man.
What do you notice?
Hey guys, how you doing? You guys got me?
Yeah, we got you. What are you noticing?
Yeah. So real quick thing, I've noticed there's a couple exceptions to this, but I think you'll get the gist of it. In recent modern day baseball, I'll go from pretty much 1990 on. There's been a handful of what I would consider not just Hall of Famers but legendary players, legendary, and a lot. And I'm saying top of the line, top level. And out of those players, there's not a lot of them. 5 of them never won World Series or haven't yet. I'll give you a quick example.
Good.
Barry Bonds, Aaron Judge, Ken Griffey Jr., Ichiro, and Mike Trout.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll add 2 more to the list that did win, but I find it interesting. It was Ohtani and A-Rod. They pulled the Kevin Durant. They went to the superpower team, and they ended up winning.
Okay.
And the only 2 I could think of that won purely on their own, and one of them a little before the 90s, is Ricky Henderson and Albert Pujols. Those are the only 2 what I would consider legendary all-time great. Yeah. So obviously I'm a huge Yankee fan, but for example with Jeter is legendary. He's a great player, but he's legendary with the World Series. He's not the same kind of player as these guys. He's a great all-time Hall of Fame player. I'm not arguing that, but these guys are on a different talent level.
But if here's the thing, Matt, if I gave you this example that I've seen used a lot in the NBA since 1980, it's like the same group of teams that won all the championships for the majority of them, other than a couple of one-offs, which lately, of course, we've had more one-offs. But it's been, I think it's 6 or 7 different franchises that have won the majority of the championships in the last 40 years. In baseball, you could kind of, in the last 30 years in baseball, it's kind of been the same teams as well, hasn't it?
I don't know if it's in the same. I mean, maybe I don't
Giants, Red Sox, Yankees.
But it's interesting.
You've had a couple of one-offs. Braves.
The thing I've noticed about those teams is they all have great players. Don't get me wrong, but you've heard the example. The Braves have won. The Dodgers have won. One of the core people of both those teams is Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman's he's going to go to the Hall of Fame. He's a great player.
Yeah.
Is he on the same level as these guys? He's not.
No, I get that. But I think look, you're making a good point as far as like the observation of great players who aren't winning championships or didn't win championships. You could still make that case in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 60s, in the 50s. There were a lot of and thanks for the call, Matt. There were a lot of great players who, Carl Yastrzemski is a great example. There are great players who didn't win. I call Yastrzemski, Ted Williams. Like there's names you could think of. Red Sox players who were great players.
Yastrzemski too, if it
Cubs, Cubs, great players. Ernie Banks is one. They weren't good teams. He was a great player. Like that's a real thing when a handful of franchises are dominating the championships. And I just think that's the case.
And in baseball, of all sports, it's just, we always bring this up, but it's true. In basketball, if you're an all-time dominant player, blaming Charles Barkley, as tough as it is on him, he would own it to some degree because being one of 5 guys on the floor, you can really alter the game.
Yep.
It's just so hard in football or baseball.
Yep.
In particular, hockey, basketball, that one guy being on the ice or on the court can kind of make the whole thing happen.
Mm-hmm.
But you could be the best pitcher. You could be the best hitter. You could be a great quarterback. You could be a great cornerback. Darrelle Revis was never winning until he ended up on New England. That's how it works.
Yeah, you kind of have to chase it at times. But for Judge, as great as he is, that's the expectation. Okay, you're great. Now you got to win. Tim in New Jersey has an interesting little debate here. Go ahead, Tim.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right. Well, first off, I want to say I recently graduated school, so a long commute with work. Appreciate what you guys do every day. It's always kills the commute, so appreciate on that aspect.
That's what we're here for.
But I wanted to push back a little bit what Peter just said. I think it's open for debate. He was talking about Leitner hitting, the greatest buzzer beater of all time in college basketball, but I think you can get a little pushback and go back to the national championship with in 2016 after Page hit that off-balance 3 to tie it, and then Jenkins came down the floor, hit the buzzer beater as time expires. I think that's right up there with that too. I appreciate the time, guys.
Yo, Tim, I'll tell you what. On Get Up this morning, Mike Greenberg did his list.
You were on Get Up today?
Yes. I know I've said that like 5 times. And he made his list, and he had the Leitner shot 1. Jenkins, I think, was 2. And that's when I said, hang on a second. Jenkins won the championship.
It's a fair argument.
And the Leitner shot got him to the Final Four. But his argument was that, and Seth Greenberg jumped in too, he's like the iconic moment, the shot, like that's one of those things that stood the test of time with March Madness. And they just argued that it just felt bigger. It was Duke. It was Kentucky. It was some of the best players.
They were down.
You could think of. They were about to lose. That was the argument that he made. I'm with you, though. Like Tim, and thanks for the call. We got to run. I made that argument, but this won a title. And it was a perfectly, you talk about execution at the highest level. A play that you would actually, and they said this, they practiced it, they did it in practice a million times. What are the odds that the exact thing happens at the right time and everything worked out perfectly and the shot goes in? You make that argument. Tell you what, though, it's a lot of fun to watch it. This was a lot of fun, too, Peter.
I enjoyed it.
Donnie will be back tomorrow.
LaDon James.
Have a great night, everybody.
Tonight on SNY, Francisco Lindor and the Mets head west to open their series against the Cardinals in St. Louis. Coverage begins with Mets